that?
Get an arm.
I too
bruised my
internally
arm.
bleed.
Can I poke it?
No.
Why?
Because it hurts.
People don't think about that. That's what bruising actually is. You're bleeding internally.
Yep. It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Kyle.
That's fine.
Yeah, Kyle, that's the joke.
That's where the blood. It wasn't
It's
even a
fine.
joke.
It's
That's,
okay, Andrew. You know he has no sense of humor.
that's where the blood's supposed to be, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
They
supposed to be
say that I'm
internal.
bleeding internally. That's where the
All I'm
blood's
saying is that
supposed
if
to
I
be.
told Liam that's what bruising was, he would freak out.
Really?
He would
Yeah.
be.
If I told
terrified.
Kayla that she'd freak out.
What?
Oh.
I brought my,
Wait,
I
she's
brought
in
my
here?
minis.
We're back, baby!
A little ember mini.
Oh yeah, where's my fucking mini? It's fine. Don't worry about it if we need it.
I have 2 of them in case one breaks.
I hope you remember where we left off, because Lord knows what my notes are.
No idea.
Sort of.
I'm sure they're reliable. Don't worry.
Well, they just
Welcome
please.
back, friends.
dice
Just tell me you drunk.
We here have
before.
Melody, Beckett, Amber, and fucking Maud.
Oh yeah, Beckett.
Beckett, Trader, Drake.
Drake, Beckett, Trader.
I didn't mean to make-
Beckett.
I didn't mean
Dracket.
to make 2 different
Draker.
people who like
Drake,
cared so much about
Draker.
names,
Draker.
but here we are.
He's just a Drider. Let's just call him Drider. It's fine.
Trader.
Come on.
Alright, previously on Don't Trust Me, holy fuck, the hooded man is a minority. We have...
What?
No, I have,
Right.
I have actual notes.
What?
It's like, this is a drunken one.
Yes.
I didn't say minority, I actually used the N-word, which is the
Oh
wrong.
my god.
No!
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I didn't actually... Kayla. You're offended at my hypothetical
I'm
self.
afraid.
How dare you be racist?
Oh my
in a different
gosh, I
scenario?
married a racist.
Previously on Don't Trust Me. Upon arrival in the ravishing lands of the Malak Assembly, the party, after a quick temporary truce with Amba, find themselves marooned in the sprawling red-gray sandscape of the Alginosha Desert. As the group assesses their situation, they turn their attention to Maud and his bizarre involuntary transformation into the tiefling
Don't worry about
Nameless was disguised as in the town square. By convincing Maud to focus his thoughts on their shape-shifting stalker, he experiences a similar phenomenon, which forces him into the tiefling form again. Thoughts on the matter are uncertain, but Maud gleams their meddling together in the Silhouette City could have lasting impressions on his psyche. After scouting the lands, Amba pulls the group together for a mandatory meet and greet. As the group shares their names with a new ally, Amba removes his damaged helm to reveal his identity as Merrick Finn, a former compatriot of Melody during her homeless days in Paleground. Despite sharing the same name and likeness, however, Amba fails to show any interest in Melody, or recognition for that matter. Deploying the fortress, the group takes turns, by the way, Amba's fortress, but that doesn't matter.
No matter, it's ours now, bitch.
Oh yeah, because it was his initially, right?
So funny.
Ours now, bitch.
Deploying the fortress, the group takes turns keeping watch throughout the night. Beckett takes first watch, only to discover a couple sinister figures lurking over the edge of the dune. As he is relieved of duty, the figures vanish from sight. Amba's watch is joined by Melody, where a sneaky sending spell confirms Amba's affiliation with her. After tense discussion over the matter, Amba is convinced of their acquaintanceship and puts the matter off to further investigate once he learns more on the whereabouts of the lantern. The next morning, an exhausted Beckett relays his discovery to Amba, where it is hypothesized a horde of cooperative zombies, known colloquially as the Bound, may have scouted their camp. With this knowledge in hand, the group quickly packs up and flees the area, narrowly missing an ambush with their stalkers. After traveling most of the day, the party stumbles upon the ghost town of Stunik, a sad little outpost posted at the foot of a gargantuan canyon leading further into civilization. Upon entering Stunik, a caravan ally of Amba is met in fatal condition. He explains him and his colleagues met their fates at the hand of a parasitic insect known as cutlings, and the survivors fled into the nearby settlements for shelters. He is quickly murdered and exsanguinated by Beckett and Amba to stop the parasite from erupting and causing more havoc.
I forgot about this.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
like, now quickly lift them up and shake the blood out of him. We just started like spreading blood everywhere.
So much happened.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just I did detailed notes this time. It's easier when I rewatch the session to do these. Inside a nearby store, a pair of survivors are met, to which a pair of lumbering behemoth figures appear and wreak terror amongst the party. These Ashmen are narrowly escaped when a hulking abomination launches itself out of a mountain home, only to be mowed down by a caravan reinforcement. The party quickly scurries onto the ATV with the favela town of Alginosha set as their destination. On the outskirts of the town, the group travels on foot to a residency of one of Amba's allies. Shortly before reaching the cottage, a meteorite-like device bombards a nearby dune. As the party investigates, a metallic orb is found at the foot of the crater, to which a disembodied voice reaches out. A voice relays a change in directive for the group to investigate into the disappearance of the Ark Knight soldiers, accompanying Captain Myriad on his way to Malindar. It is also noticed, quickly after that, only the four could hear the voice, as Amba remained unnotified of this directive. Heading towards the college, a sinister silence falls over the vicinity as Amba's contact finishes his meditating. Upon entering the homestead, an elderly gentleman approaches the party with a hint of familiarity in his reveal. I know that was a lot, and I know it's been a while. Do you guys need clarification? It was a long, eventful session.
Where are we currently?
You are in the favela town of Alginosha.
Okay.
It is a couple Middle Eastern countries south of Malindar, the capital, where Amba wants to take the group
Okay.
eventually, but needed to stop here. As Amba right now not only has a broken helmet, but has completely out of charge for his device on his hand. So fast travel is a little out of the question for him right now.
At the end of the last session, wasn't it heavily implied that the old man we were encountering was Hostel's old buddy, who I forget the name of? Paramount. Yeah. That's,
At least that's what
I personally gleaned.
At least that's what Dante thinks, yeah. Well, you guys said at the end. You haven't really met anyone else like him, and honestly, you haven't really met him. You only saw him at a distance, but you know the stories that Hostel told you, I guess. He was one of those people that conveyed that to you.
And so our objective is to, one, find the lantern for Amba, right? That's what Amba. I promised I was listening. I just want to get.
At the end of the day, Amba's technically not your ally.
Right.
Amba is still a Greycoat, and he wants to figure out where the lantern's radio station is. He knows that you guys know it, and right now he's keeping you close to the chest because one, he's crippled. And two, you guys don't know anything about the area, and so he's hoping that this alliance will help him get that information. And if not, he is hoping to bring you to Malindar, where his superiors are, and hopefully you'll be more cooperative then. That's his current goal, as far as you know.
And our goal is just essentially the same exact goal, but it's for
yours was to survive until just a few moments ago, when the voice of the metallic orb conveyed, okay, we noticed you guys are suddenly on the opposite end of the world. Your directive has changed. We need you to look into the disappearance of the Ark Knights that went on their peace mission several weeks ago over here.
Yeah.
You were also sent off to Fuzzy at one point. All he said was something with an A, kill me before I kill everyone. It's all Fuzzy conveyed during that time.
And we don't even know where he is. How to catch him.
But at the end of the day, the session
Yeah, I meant to do that.
ended with the question. Haven't I seen you guys around before?
Quite literally, no.
I'm gonna take my shoes off. My feet stink.
Faces, faces. I enjoy few things, Merrick. Company is among one of those that I do not. What brings you here without provisions for so long?
My apologies, friend. I assure you we will not take up much of your time. I'm just simply, hoping to get my bearings about, do a bit of repair, and, well, get my friends some comfort. We've had a very rough day, a very rough night on the desert, and, kind of hoping a little bit more hospitality would have been shown, but, you know, you do your thing.
Well, it's only me and Bomber keeping this place from burying itself in red ash. So I guess it is my place. But other than that, I guess you just make yourselves at home.
struggling, but I'm also the furthest away from you.
Yeah, that's true. Maud has an asthma attack as well the Dustin dies.
Oh.
As
not to roll the character.
Roll a death save.
And before he enters the door, he creaks his old head around. You see with these sunken, narrowed eyes, stares at you.
Take your shoes off. For Christ's sake.
I immediately take my shoes off.
And he turns and he disappears.
I look down at the dusty floor.
Yeah,
Is he wearing shoes?
Maud just does the John Travolta like.
He has these thick wool socks on that kind of go barely up to the ankles, but just something around to keep things from tracking crap into the house.
Be like, damn, wishing I had transportation to like.
I was gonna say, would Mage Hand be able to like, you know, when you like wipe a table off?
In theory, prestidigitation would be even better.
I don't have that.
Okay.
I also don't have that. I never took that in your blade stupid. And then
You'll have to excuse the hospitality. This is a compatriot of mine. This is Ermil. He is a long friend of mine.
And Hostel did
He's-
tell us about Airmo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he told everyone. He told you for sure.
I mean, there were some people in the basement whenever he got.
Oh no,
taken.
you all
I
have
was
seen
there.
him.
Yeah, I was
You've all
definitely
seen
there.
him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You've also seen Amba with him during that time, take him through that tram gate.
But we didn't know that it was.
You didn't know it was Amba, but you knew it looked the same though.
Okay. Okay. Well then. Yep, we have seen him before.
Yes.
That was me.
Oh, really?
That was me rewinding.
Oh. Suppose there was a time and a place where he was not on this continent. I suppose it is a smaller world than I think. Anyways,
He was a mentor of a good friend of ours.
oh really? This is very interesting. Please tell me more. As you begin talking,
really-
walks away.
I was gonna say, why would he give a fuck?
He doesn't. As he walks in, like, feel free to sit on a divan
swear
or
he
whatnot.
used to
I'm
be a
going to see
dick.
if I can prepare some tea or whatnot. For now, I'm not sure what provisions we have. My co-star here doesn't exactly go out much. He wanders into a different room than he does at this time, leaving you all by yourselves in this dust yet with just the small layer of dust on the floor seems kind of unavoidable for just the landscape you're in. It's the foundation of the house isn't perfect. There's gonna get dirt in here somehow, but it's surprisingly clean despite of that. It's around this time if you got roll a perception check for me.
Ooh. First roll back. Yeah, I'm good at that. Nat 20 for a 25.
Dirty 20 for a dirty 20.
11.
That's an 18.
What's plus to your perception?
5.
Okay.
25.
Okay. As you guys are just kind of taking in this bizarre scene, Ember, as you're staring, just kind of looking off where this wizard was walking off from, you see a broom. On its side, being carried by two of the smallest little wood people.
Wood people?
Maybe the size of like a forearm. These little guys just carrying a broom off across the threshold of the door. It's just another part of the room.
Maud turns to the rest of the group and says, "Where do you think they're taking their dad?"
Oh, you didn't see it.
Can't even see it because that's so funny.
I wanted to get the joke out there even if Maud didn't see it. I thought with an 18 I would have. Oh well.
Like, I just had that joke in my soul. I didn't know if it meant anything.
The other two of us that didn't see it are like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Don't worry about it. Would I have had to get a 20 at least to see that?
I gave it to the person that rolled the highest.
Ah, fair enough. Okay.
So where are they taking it?
Huh?
Where are they taking it?
Like, let's say this is the door you're looking in. They simply just walk from one side to the other. They didn't come through the threshold. You just saw it just run past.
Can I just like go peek around the corner and see
You
where
can.
they're going?
Okay, so you approach the threshold.
Slowly, yeah.
Give me a second.
Why do you say it like that? Is it like a door, or like did they go through like a portal? Did they walk
No,
through the wall?
it's a door. It's
Okay.
a door to another room in the house.
Okay, I'm like when you say threshold, I'm just
The threshold is just a name for the door.
You
gauge whatever.
Exactly. That's why I'm like.
Don't squeak at me. Damn.
As you peer onto the other side of this doorway here, you see this amalgamation of equipment in the other room. From like hastily soldered together mechanical parts to wooden carpentry tools and pieces that are still worked on. This stacks up all the way to the roof here, and all across this equipment you see these little guys climbing up these figures here, handing tools to each other, tossing them down lower. Those ones running them across the other side of the building,
Like
stalking them away. Little guys heavily sweeping, scrubbing the floorboards of these little wooden friends just running about, doing the work in here. And as you finish peering at this just marvel of it's like a scene out of Disney, there's this hatchway in the corner here that swings open, and like there's this loud crack against the back of the wall that it hits, and this long stringy hand pull himself up as the wizard emerges from whatever he had in the basement of this place. Gives a pat to the sides that picked up a little bit of soot from the edges of the hatch on his way up. Gives himself a crack here and then spots ya.
Zartina, to your liking.
I was just curious. I saw little guys run by, and I've never seen them before.
To your mention them, they all stop dead in their tracks, and they look up to you, kind of like concerned.
No, please continue.
He looks down like,
Get.
they continue on. Then they continue on their little march across, carrying these little beakers and what's the term? What's your class again?
Artificer?
Class. Yeah, artificer tools just all across this backroom workshop that he's working in right now.
Can I go in and just look around?
Well, yeah. So you
Yeah,
continue to walk in.
Oh, go up.
Do you mind?
I do.
Oh.
Could you, I don't know, maybe whatever bar you were raised in, do you have a language that you can ask for permission?
I just step back and ask, may I? You could say no.
What do you need?
I'm just interested in all this. This is.
Don't touch anything.
Yes, sir.
He goes and he pulls out one of his stools and he sits on it facing the machinery on the walls. He slides over a project, and a hunk of wood that has etchings all over it begins to just chisel away at it. And you're free to just kind of check out this area. Now, what is everyone else doing in the meantime?
Yeah, you guys definitely see him walk in there.
I'd like to just check the room that we were initially in, just for anything else of interest.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, amazing roll. Cool. Maud detects that there is a 4 under his feet. That's a 3.
I mean, there's not a lot of stuff in this parlor area here. There's several makeshift sofas. There's no TV or anything like that. There's a bookshelf and coffee table that looks all handmade. That's about it. I don't see anything
So-
of interest.
There was like the door that we came in, and then the door that Ember just went in, that Aramel's in. And then there's another one where Amba went.
Yes, there's another one that flies off to the like. It's kind of situated
Okay.
like this, like it's off to the left. That's the one that Amba went in. The one straight forward is.
And those
Well,
are the only doors. Like there's not.
There's another one on the opposite end of the wall, but we haven't seen anything about that one yet.
Okay, and that's not the one that we just came in, right?
No,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
it's right behind.
I guess it's like we came in here.
Yeah.
And then like.
And then there's the
Okay.
setup here.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And is that door, would the other door be closed?
Yeah, the one on the right side is closed.
Okay. I'll like kind of walk towards the closed door and like look and see if like the other, like if there's anyone who can see me in the other doors, just like as I'm standing there at that door before I put my hand
Make
up to it.
Make a perception check. Or are you trying to be sneaky?
At first, I think I'm just kind of looking to see like if anyone can see me from their vantage point before I like put my hand on the door to try to open.
No one's immediately showing up.
Okay, I'll just like put my hand on it. Like, is there a handle or is it just kind of?
It's a doorknob. Yeah.
I'll just like put my hand up to the doorknob and just slowly turn and try to see.
As you touch the doorknob, make an Arcana check for me, please.
Oh.
7.
It's odd. The doorknob is. I mean, this is a kind of a warm country, but the doorknob is very hot. Not scalding hot, but it's shockingly hot.
Weird.
Like it's been sitting in the sun all day.
Okay. Can I turn it and just see like if it's locked or?
It opens right up.
Okay. I don't think I actually open it up. I just like check to see that it's unlocked. Maybe peek it open and just like try to like glance in real fast just to kind of see what the state of the room is.
In the opposite room, Ember, as you're just looking at this intricate little Rube Goldberg system of movement that's happening here, and you see Aramel chiseling away, suddenly he stops. He very calmly puts his tools down, stands up.
This is so scary.
And he turns around and he has the most annoyed look on his face.
Be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna inspect what
He begins walking out of the room. So you open the door here?
Well, I just peek it up and look in and like then close it after that. Like I just
Okay.
kind of want to kind of see like what's in there from like this much of a vantage point. Then I'll close it.
So
again.
funny.
As you begin trying to close it, suddenly it shuts really fast.
Ooh.
Like you did not pull it shut that fast. Right behind you was just a
Annoyed old man.
just kind of arches down and gets right up in your face.
Hey there. Name's Beckett.
What's your deal?
I don't know. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Does no one in this godforsaken town know how to ask? Go in, it's my broom closet, for fuck's sake.
Hey, why was the doorknob so hot?
He waves his hand at it again, then you see it. It is saturated in this arcane scripting, just covered in veins of blue energy. And then he looks around the room, and wherever his eyes meet, you see along the walls this vein kind of stretch around. He is sketched all over the walls in this place in arcane.
Is it like a
scripture.
warding?
It's
something?
just sigils. You don't know what they
Probably
mean.
how he knew that you opened it.
Yeah.
He's like, I know what goes on in my
Friggin'
home.
angel sigils over here.
Where's your tea? Does no one have... Merrick! There's silence. And he turns and he looks once again super annoyed. I'll be right back with refreshments. Walks in the room that I'll
He's
open
so
into.
upset.
I'll open the door at that point, then and open it all the way up and
As he's not even out of the room yet, he stops in his place and just shakes his head.
You said I could go in
He
there.
doesn't yell at you, he just shakes his head and continues walking.
He just wants to get back to his contraption.
He's like, these
He is
fucking
not
people
expecting company
in my
today.
fucking house.
Oh, did anyone here take their shoes off?
I did.
Okay, you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
just Ember.
Begrudgingly.
No, I did.
Okay.
I'm still doing the mage hand thing, if that works.
Mon took off his Crocs that he's been wearing since day one. Nobody's ever said anything.
Where's Mada's Crocs?
Yeah, full of gibbets.
As I look down at Dante's shoes.
They're at maximum capacity. They're jibbed out.
You need more.
No, I like my single SpongeBob karaoke.
Is he actually
Hey!
singing?
Rusty Gray! Okay.
I sing that at work all the time.
Okay. Maud and Melody, was there anything you guys are doing while you're waiting for your host to return at this point?
So where did Amba go off to?
Amba went off in the room that Aramel just walked into. You can't imagine this cottage is that big. It's.
I can imagine it.
But they're both in that room. The one off to the left.
Okay. I think for now I'll just be a good guest and just wait for my refreshments.
Okay.
Look at you.
Anything
Such
for you,
a
Kayla? You just
sucker.
hanging out trying to be polite.
I'm not really trying to be polite. I'm not trying to be impolite.
Are you still looking at the room, CJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at what he was doing. I was gonna say you can do everyone first. I don't
Okay.
want to take up time.
I feel like I would just be. I feel like I would just be like eyeing Merrick and trying to find any kind of like clue in this area that the friend I knew still exists somewhere. Yeah.
Make
So-
an insight check for me.
Okay.
So is Merrick within
Okay.
view?
No.
Okay.
He was for a little bit. I mean,
No.
throughout this journey.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
assuming this is at the culmination.
I just meant like right now.
No. You can't see him.
That's a 9.
A 9? He's just so cold. Something that was there before is gone.
There's something
But-
there that wasn't there before.
What's causing that is something he is not yet willing to tell you, or if he knows at all. It's like all this happy, what is it called, this banter and whatnot is an act to keep you guys entertained. After about 5 minutes come by, this hobbling, just behemoth of an old wizard walks out with a hand in the middle of this big, it looks like a circular slab of aluminum. Just like, that was like freaking buzzsawed out. It's not any form of a real plate, but you see on this plate is 4 mugs, 4 of these copper mugs, and on top of the metal plate is just this series of bright red runes. It's keeping the team on.
Oh.
He walks over to you guys and places this down on the coffee table.
Thank you.
Earl Grey. Don't
No,
ask for
Beckett.
anything else.
Maud reaches his hand out and says, "What?"
My name's Beckett, not Earl Grey.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Okay,
He
Dad.
almost makes an audible swallow as he swallows the cringe that just floods his
We
mind.
went the same.
And it's like, it's crazy. If a man could see the inside of his brain, he could. That's how hard he rolled his eyes.
What a vibe.
He loves us.
How big is he compared to Glorious?
Glorious is much more of just a tree trunk. This man is more of a snake.
Okay, just like tall.
He's tall, yeah. He has nothing to him other than that, though, aside from just the clothes that he's on. He's, despite being probably almost 7 feet tall, he's
Holy
he
shit.
could be like 150 soaking wet.
How stupid with him staying next to Hostel.
He's just Elminster, okay?
Elminster's bowl back. But, and so you're in the room investigating
like
stuff.
Elminster.
Either make an investigation or an arcana check, either one.
Oh, for the...
You're in the room with the contraptions, yeah.
Yeah, and I was going to look at the thing that he was carving onto.
Oh, okay. So if you're doing that, do either one of those if you want. Okay.
You said Arcana or what?
Or investigation.
I think I'm good at both of those. Because I am a wither.
Better at Arcana.
Hello, you son of a bitch. Thank you. Ooh, I am. Yeah. Another nat 20 for a 28.
Shit.
Back to back, baby.
We need to test those things.
Which is your roll?
No, we don't. That's the... Huh?
Which one were you rolling for?
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay. You go up to it here, and it's another one of these
I never
little...
rolled this many.
It looks like it's in the middle of whittling a little wooden man again. It's another one.
A little mannequin?
A little man.
Little man. This little man.
Just a little guy.
But analyzing it here, whatever he's done to animate these is far in the future of what he's done. He's sitting here with nothing but just a husk of wood at this point. But you trying to ascertain the magic of this area here, that's where it kind of kicks into you here. Nothing in the vicinity of here has, aside from, I mean, the runes that were most definitely scribed by him, nothing is a magical item. Nothing in enchant. Well, I mean, aside from little guys running around, there's no tools that are magic. It's all him.
It's all science.
Or at least, if it is magic, it's applied directly by him without the aid of anything else.
He is his own conduct.
He's an artificer.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, holy shit.
She's like, that's crazy.
That's what?
It's crazy.
That's fucking
Aramil.
Amber's like, someone just producing magic out of nowhere? Who the fuck could do that?
Aramil sits down on a little rocking chair on the opposite end of the cabin from you guys sits. It pulls out this this copper flask and holds out his hand here, flexes it, and this like ice thin little cup just kind of spawns out of the palm of his hand up to about like a small little eyeball. And he pours this dark liquid into it, gives it a bit of a swish. You see the runes on his hand go from just that regular blue to like a very bright blue. And you see just ever so thinnest layer of frost.
That's so fucking cool.
And it just takes a very ginger sip, rolls his head up, puts it on an armrest. He just looks at you guys, staring.
I'll use my mage hand to grab my tea.
Oh,
So I'm not touching anything.
As he
I want to be so cool.
As he does this, you see just make an insight check.
Oh shit.
This guy is very depleted.
Oh. I'm
Does
trying
he need
to
some
be
healing
nice.
spirit?
Does he? He said insight?
He's just
Yes.
old.
I mean, he had such
14.
a vibe, to be honest.
14.
Yes.
He doesn't really make a facial expression, but just based off the exhale out of the brief exhale out of his nose, and just the crease of his mouth, he's like,
Nice.
I was like, is that disdain? No, it's improvement.
He's like,
Okay.
or just like a not bad. As he takes another swig and puts it back down.
America will be out in just a moment. It's on the phone with a colleague. I don't know why I didn't just tell you that.
Aramil, how did you meet Merrick?
Merrick, about 5 years ago, showed up in my little village back in the States. I'm the one that gave him his powers, and I'm the one that sent him on his way. He's visited every once in a while since, but I don't know. Long time went, and suddenly he shows up thinking his britches are high as they get.
Yeah. So he hasn't always been such a dick?
What do you mean?
I mean, he's been acting like an asshole ever since we met him.
If you know what that boy's been through trying to get this done, you'd probably do the same.
And he rolls his head back and just softly closes his eyes and begins this ginger little rock of the chair.
Is this in the main room?
Yes, he's in the parlor with you guys as you guys sip on this tea that's being heated up by this sigil on the ground here. What?
Her face was really dumb.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, did you see the picture I sent you?
Yeah, I clicked on it before I could screenshot
Oh.
it.
Okay, Amba walks back in the room holding this. You didn't know he had a phone on him, but he does. He's holding this very antiquated smartphone. Who along your group considers themselves the leader?
I don't think we really have one.
Yeah, very
I had started to step forward, then I stepped back when he said that.
Any preference?
We all try to, agree on things together.
Maud?
Yeah.
As for you specifically.
Who did now? Oh shit. Mod will take the phone.
Put it on speaker.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well, right?
Then you don't have to.
Unless you're trying to hide something.
Yeah.
Oh, now I feel pressured.
Were you hiding things, Mom?
I'll go I'll go ahead and listen to who it is first before I go to the
You
speaker.
just put it up to your head. You say
Yeah.
anything?
Just say hello.
Is that my friend from way back then? Long time no see, Flail. Hope you're taking care of yourself now.
Meta, didn't he have like a different accent before? Okay, I thought he had an accent closer to.
Yeah, it's like a drawn out
Okay,
kind of southern feel.
I was just
What
misremembering.
it is. I might also be.
I thought it was.
No. Hope y'all been taking care of yourself now.
Have you
It's. Oh, you know what?
Oh no, I'm asking Maud.
Oh.
who do you think it is?
Who knows why I asked?
I was thinking it's hostile or something, but.
Has the rest of the group ever heard him
Is it
talk
Chris?
before?
I don't think you've ever met him. Only Maud's met him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'll go ahead and put it on speaker just so like the rest of the group.
If it's hostile and he didn't call me, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh,
Ask for me.
I'll put it on speaker so the rest of the group can hear.
I'm getting excited thinking it's hostile.
I'll respond to him and say,
Huh?
Why is Alma talking to Hostel?
Why not?
He's another friend of mine. I met from. Fun fact: if Hostel would have been here during this arc, he would have recognized Merrick.
Oh yeah.
"Oh, interesting."
In the cabin.
Oh, because that makes sense. I was thinking about that. Like, were they like apprentices kind of at the same
They
time?
well,
or-
not at the same time, but many people came
Yeah.
in and out of there while Hostel was staying. You would have recognized him for sure.
This would have been a fun arc to be
It
hostile.
would have been a really
Huh?
interesting arc, that's for sure.
What if Hostel just shows up outside of the cabin and
I learned everything to know from the Underworld Index, guys.
I'm level 20.
How can
By the way, I'm back at the party now.
Hey, we found our leader!
So I'll just respond to Nameless. And
Using
say,
this magic item that I had that makes me not roll shitty anymore.
It's called triple advantage.
It was actually genetics all along. Can you believe it? No, I'll respond to Nameless and say, so have you, out of
Wait,
curiosity,
Wait, what did you say?
huh?
You said nameless?
Is this not Nameless? That's why I was confused. Who is this?
Terminal.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I was confused.
I was like, I thought I was using the same voice. I was like, this is Terminal. I'm
Okay.
playing this theme and everything.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
So,
No, Alma's not on good terms with Nameless right now.
yeah, okay, that makes more sense because it's like, why would Nameless be calling Amba? Okay, so
It's all connected.
I'll say to Terminal, so out of curiosity, what hole did you crawl in after I beat your ass?
Whoa. Holy shit. I want to try to high five Maud.
Where's this happening the whole time?
You still don't know who I'm talking to, technically.
I don't care. That was a cool thing to say.
Maud will just like blindly reach out for a fist bump without looking at anyone.
Yeah, go.
Long pause, followed by a I will admit, Flail, you came with surprises. Maybe next time you'd be willing to fight me one-on-one like a man.
Sure, I would have fought you one-on-one if you didn't bring your buddy along with you, but circumstances were as such that a duo match felt appropriate, and well, we all know how that went down.
You would also remember that Amba did not participate in that fight.
Well, he was supporting though, wasn't he?
Oh, he helped warp him out when things
You
got
brought a
rough. That's not it, though.
cheerleader. Like a bitch.
Yeah.
He was insurance, is what it was.
Okay, I thought for some reason that like he was like helping generate shields and stuff.
Nope. No, he had a Galdo. He had that freaking
Yeah.
ring
Which
that
is
was like
basically
spawning the
like
armor.
another
which you ended up breaking and stealing the gem from. You still
Right.
have that gem.
Yep.
Ooh.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything with that, or like even really.
No, you have not investigated it at all since then.
This would be a
If
good
I
place
remember
to
that I
do.
had it, I would have done that.
Oh,
So.
this is a cool sapphire.
Go into your dice cloud, add it in your inventory, so you have no
This
excuse.
might be a cool place to investigate that.
It's like, I forgot I had this.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Um,
speaking of that bite.
By the way,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You
hang on,
recently
let me
just
add that
purchased them
before
there.
we forget it.
Just put in sapphire, no other explanation.
Just sapphire, sapphire question mark, and then just leave it, no other context, and I simply, yeah.
I see you found our little toy underground. Impressive, considering we couldn't do nothing about it.
You have it on
Despite the
Yeah, I've got
flower
it here.
having thorns, I do think I know where to hold. The four of you pardoned, complete freedom from the conflict, established house in here in Maladar. Until all this blows over, none of my men will come for you.
What kind of guarantee can we possibly have of that?
A gentleman's guarantee. I am
have to
nothing
be
but a gentleman. But I know right now none of you are dumb enough to believe me on my first word. So I'm prepared to sweeten the deal.
What do you have in mind?
There's a girl I have here. You can't hear her right now. She's a bit preoccupied, Flail. But she misses you quite a bit. And, well, if I don't have to put up with the four of y'all's bullshit anymore, I may not need her services any longer. Consider it a olive branch. I'll give you no more reason to come after us. I give her back. And I leave you alone forever. I just need one thing from you four. You know where he is. He's done no good for you. You know damn well you have no reason to protect him. Make the right decision. I don't want to fight. I just want to see this through. You hear him move away from the phone and let out this deep, bloody cough as he pulls back in. Your friends. I'm prepared to sweeten the deal for them as well. That gnome friend of yours, I know a thing or two about. Well, let's just say right now I've got to know his gnome friend very well these past few weeks. I can tell him some good information on what he looks for. How about the redhead? Something tells me you know more about your captives in this room than he does. Once this is over, I have no reason to keep a leash. Well, I can leave you to think. And if you need more convincing, I'm willing to meet you here in Alginosha. I'll be at my take of you. But, I need to get out of the house, so. What do you say?
We're gonna talk it over.
If you'd be so kind as to hand the device back to my dear friend Alba, please. I do enjoy our conversation, Mom.
I'll give the phone back to your little buddy here.
You've had this on speaker this whole time, right?
Yeah.
You see this while dead look in Amba's eyes. You see his eyes racing back and forth. This crease of concern across his brow. He lets out a breath, shakes his head like that, and grabs the phone as if he didn't hear anything. All right, what did he say? He walks into the other room once again.
Okay.
Okay.
Me, Caitlin. I cannot remember her name.
Who?
At the end of the engine gauntlet.
Like
Dahlia.
Dahlia, thank you. I was literally looking for my notes, but I'm like, I don't know what to search.
Yeah. So he
I'm
has.
assuming he has Dahlia.
It's
I
either
thought it was the girl from the.
He's
Dahlia,
talking to
or
a
it could
girl.
also
I thought it was Maud's friend.
It
He's
could be
talking about Maud's friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ballista, which she's
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to think. So last time we saw her, she was like in full like Eldritch Tree form in the fucking facility in New Mexico.
And then you returned after the city of
And
Jonas.
she was gone.
There was the teleporter that she was sitting on had been activated. The
Yeah.
roots were ripped from the ground, just remnants laying there. And then
Yeah.
you had the message from Nameless.
Yeah. I mean, even if they have her, there's no guarantee like what kind of condition she's in, and
Yeah, but they also have Fuzzy.
that's
and
right.
they've
yeah.
done something to him.
Unless he's just bluffing.
He's not. Because when I mentally rang him, he said that he was going to hurt them.
That's right.
And I think whatever they've done to him, he's not in control, and that was the whole leash fucking metaphor he's trying to do.
And we don't have any.
Jackass.
And we don't have any way to get in touch with Hostel or.
Well, I can
Sand.
do a sending message to him. It's only a level 3.
That's it.
It's only a level 3.
No big.
Also,
Or I can just modify our memories as if none of these people ever existed, and then we don't have to worry about it.
I find it hard to believe that he's going to guarantee our safety when it seems like the Grey Coats are completely split in half. Like, how can he guarantee our safety if half of his own organization can't guarantee safety for themselves? There's really no point in trying to deal with him other than to get Fuzzy. Did you say?
Yeah. He's an Arknight. He's fucking crazy.
Well, we do need to.
All right.
I mean,
fucking weird.
General Fauna. Have you heard of that? Is that it?
I've probably heard of Fauna, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
You wouldn't have. You probably have not seen him ever, but
Right.
you would know
Fuzzy's like a cute little
by
puppy
working
we have
directly
with
under Crest. You would
Yeah.
know who Fauna is.
I mean, Ballista
I always
aside,
think
like.
of Colgate whenever I think of the Arknight that I work with. I'm like, it's a toothpaste. It's Colgate.
Yeah.
That's
Crest.
Oral B.
Oral B.
That sounds like friggin' Cardi B's sluttier sister.
Ooh.
Oral B.
She's saying "wom," wet ass mouth.
Gross.
Wham! Wham!
Way up, yeah.
Wham!
Gross.
Soft Christmas.
Nice.
Thank you, Kyle.
I thought that was pretty okay.
I didn't deserve that, but
Yeah.
thank you.
No, that was a genuine chuckle. So.
Kyle's like,
Genuine.
move on.
I mean,
Jesus.
okay, everything else aside, even if, like, assuming we can actually
What?
rescue.
She's staring at me
Oh.
evilly.
It's because I got a chill, and then I look and you were like staring in my direction. I was like,
Anyway.
What were you saying?
All of that aside, even if, like, assuming that we can get Fuzzy back, I mean, that is technically our objective right now. I mean, that gets us one step closer, and that's the closest that we've come so far. Like, assuming they're being legit, this has just kind of fallen into our lap.
I think we have to assume that we're walking into a trap.
I also assume that. That's the conundrum.
but man, wouldn't it feel great to just pound Terminal into the dirt.
Can't
Yes.
confirm. It feels pretty good.
I mean-
That's awesome.
Sure.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, as per most of the people that we're against are all dicks. And
Or
apparently
it's
the
just
people
people
we're
that we-
teamed
It
with.
seems
People
like
we
just
know.
everyone in this world is kind of a dick.
Yeah, except for us. We're awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Especially not me.
Okay.
I'm so nice.
Oh, I was like, you're not awesome? I'm confused.
No. I'm not a dick.
Everyone
Sometimes.
is awesome.
Everything's cool when you're part of the team.
Okay. So
So he
the-
wants us to meet at the same place Alma's trying to take us right now, right?
Continue discussing when I'm gonna make an emergency trip to the restroom.
So Ember, who was he implying that he has that you're connected to?
I think it was Melody.
Oh, that's right, the redhead.
Well, we're both redheaded.
Exactly. I
But
thought
I'm pretty
for
sure.
some reason I.
I'm pretty sure it was Melody.
Yeah, because he was referring to Mary.
He's caught Melody?
Ah!
No, somebody
Ah.
connected to Melody.
We look to the other
Or
side
no,
of
I
the room,
thought-
and Melody's just gone.
Ooh, can you grab like a few?
Whack off. Ah!
Fuck.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
just
now.
gonna crumble this right over that.
I mean,
I'm just gonna put cookie.
you could probably
cookie
shake
crumbles.
that. You could probably shake that out really easily. Like that's you just lost a cookie.
I'm gonna
Good
put
job,
him down
loser.
his dice tower. Fucking nerd. I love telling
So-
my coworkers I'm gonna play D&D.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's neat. I'm like, you have no idea.
My students and I spent a really long time last night at the tournament talking about D&D. One of my kids said, morning, whenever he goes, oh, I can't wait to graduate. I'm like, oh, Micah, don't rush. He goes, I want to play D&D with you.
Oh my God.
Micah?
Fuck you.
Yeah, and I said, Micah, do you want a D&D session for your graduation present? He goes, or like a campaign. I was like, don't push your luck, kid. That's asking a lot from me right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
What were you saying, Mom?
let's do Jurassic Park the musical.
What? What was I gonna say?
I mean, it's
So
on MTV
I mean
right
that's
now.
pretty much confirmation that whatever's going
no,
on
I'm
with
just like looking on Signal Fringe.
whatever's going on with
I
Merrick,
also
like
asked my
is
old director. I was like, hey,
as
he
long
has, like,
as Terminal's being
a bunch of
legitimately
weird
saying
shows.
it is
I was like,
reversible.
send me a list of shows.
What's reversible?
The whatever fucking
This happened in Fauna.
If
no
you want
to,
as well,
to Merrick.
Oh.
Bye,
if you want to
Barbie.
roll on,
Quiche.
roll an insight check on the conversation.
Like the memory thing?
Yes, memory and just his general shithead attitude. Insight. Oh. Don't know what anyone wants anymore. So 13 for insight.
13. I mean, he said things that were true. He does have a couple cards of yours. But at the same time, you would also say, really, if you had those cards, it's really easy to say something to try to get your way. It's kind of hard to judge on whether or not he's being truthful about the deal, especially over the phone.
Look, I mean, at this point, it feels like they are that they are spiraling, and I mean, they don't have the control that they once had. They don't have the upward mobility. I think that this is a Hail Mary, and I think that probably they are, assuming that they actually are going to give what they're promising. Even if they are able to do it, I mean, I think that they don't have any reason to lie at this point, because ultimately, as long as they have the lantern, then that's their end goal.
We are
But then-
desperate.
Yeah,
From the other room here, he walks in.
We know.
He tucks us away and he gives a long stare to the group here. We have the Arknights. We had control over the populace. We've infiltrated the country. Plan isn't exactly gone completely awry, but there is a piece of the puzzle that until the lantern is in our possession, we cannot succeed.
But what are you trying to do? Honestly, if you need our help, you're gonna have to start answering some questions.
What kind of questions
Yeah.
would you like answered that is not going
Did
to
he drop
paint me
his
like an
accent?
Who?
Did I drop it?
Yes.
No.
The second time you did.
What kind of questions would you like me to answer that aren't going to paint me like the bad guy?
By answering a question like that, that really shows that you kind of are the bad guy, right?
We are trying to overthrow the Legion, kill the heads of the capital, and insurrect the kingdom from Malik.
But why?
Because the one flaw that the Malik Assembly can no longer withstand witnessing from afar. Owning a land that is not cursed and still squandering its potential. The people of the Legions treat Sojin like it's a slave. All we want is for the world to understand its power and relish in it.
And you thought by hostile takeover that was gonna make people want to work with you?
Your leaders cannot be reasoned with. We've tried for years. If they could be reasoned with, why would we still be living in squalor? Why would our sands still peel our skin away at night?
Then who's gonna be the leader after then? After you overthrow them?
If things go properly, I assume it will be King Malik. As us, the generals of the Moon Lanterns, the Lights, will be his generals. At least that is what I was promised. And I have no hatred in my heart for anyone in LOA. I've spent the better part of several years there. No one there is met with immediate malice. No one has lived a life cruel enough to garnish such hatred. But there needs to be a change. If my people want to be free, there needs to be a change.
How are your people not free?
You of all people should know.
I know that I was.
Just how exactly did you get roped into this mess?
I know that I was roped into this mess by a Malik army general, not by a Legion army. So maybe you need to start looking at your own way you're running things.
Why would people volunteer for a job that would almost point to certain doom?
Why are you even trying to fight them?
Because if we win, they will be saved.
Who?
Everyone. Everyone in the Malik Assembly. We have access to the tools to save the lands that have been plaguing us for years.
Then why don't you use them here?
We don't have them. The Legion will not grant it to us. Do you understand this, right? We've had meeting after meeting. The higher-ups of LOA would rather watch us die than grow in strength.
So you have knowledge of these tools. You know what you need. Why can't you just develop them yourselves?
Yes, the resources that we have here in the Malik Assembly. What shall we use? Our 13th century metals that have been so saturated in radiation poisoning that getting close to them takes it well over a decade. Maybe not that. Maybe the sprawling forests that we have, so we can take advantage of lumber, so at least we can house some of our citizens and prosper some growing mines. Oh wait, there's a desert, I forgot. About 3/5 of the country is desert, actually. Oh, never mind then. Maybe another option. We don't have the land. We have not been given the tools to succeed here. And when we ask for some branch of assistance, we are spat in the face. At least that's what I've been told.
So, assuming that you accomplish your ultimate goal, I mean, what happens to the billions of innocent people who have nothing to do with this?
No one will die. No one has to die.
Intentionally. Because people will die. That's a fact.
That is the least. What is the word?
It also doesn't seem right that you gain support by brainwash. Like, that's not the way to get someone on your side.
You see, as he begins to speak up here, it's almost as if he wants to agree with you. Make a quick perception check.
14?
You see just the whites in his eyes, just for a second, you see a spackle of black. And then he looks around and says, "If only you knew what it took to make this grand of a strive." Never mind that.
Alright, I mean,
What about your conversation? Have you thought about it at all? It really isn't that bad of a deal. It's just a simple trade of information. This will make everything so much easier. Lives will be saved.
The problem is, like, we don't know where he is.
Even if we agree to the deal, that like we're not bluffing. We seriously do not know where he is.
Like, we, I guess, have a general idea, but you guys already know our general idea. Like,
You were looking in the same place we were.
Make a persuasion/deception check,
Okay.
whichever one, because you in theory do know where he is.
do we? Because I thought we just, like, knew he was in pale grass somewhere.
You found a pretty big lead while you were there.
I got a 13.
13. As you finish talking, it's like, we don't even know. That is bullshit! You have to know where they are! Why would we... You crushing my cat?
No, she
I
was
didn't
stretching.
touch her.
She was
She
stretching.
made a weird noise.
See him put his hand over his face. There's a way. The Lantern has done something to us to protect himself, but I am on the cusp of discovering what that is. We can figure this out together.
And honestly, if you didn't take us, we might have been able to find the lantern, like, today.
We also would have
We
been
were
dead.
literally-
I mean, like, the gray coats in general, not just you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not
if
my
yeah.
intention to bring you out of pale grass. It was not my intention to be here at all. And you hear in the corner a creak on the chair. That's what brings you back early. Toils of failure. You see Merrick just kind of flinch at that. Other way. The deal stands. I charge, I repair my helmet. We have the means to get you to Malindar. We even have the means to, if you don't even want to go that far, I can bring you back home. Although I can guarantee you now it's as much safer in the capital than it is back at the homelands for you right now.
the capital isn't like Malik capital, not like
Yeah, Malindar.
LOA. Okay.
I cannot force you.
I mean, evidently Maud's our leader, so make the choice, Maud.
Oh no. I just got handed a phone.
Merritt, how did you get to be a lantern?
Like I said, I migrated over here from the assembly.
I know, but how did you hear about it?
I'm telling you. Give me a second. I'm trying to tell you.
Got him.
I migrated over here, and after wandering across many small towns along the southern border of Yelloway, I went down on my luck in a small town in Louisiana, where eventually I discovered the lantern.
No, but how did you discover the lantern?
I ran into him one day. I had just recently had gotten into a fight that was way out of my league, and well, he scooped me up off the ground. Let me stay at his station for a few. I got to see what he did, and he showed me just how wonderful the world can be.
And you don't remember where that station is?
No, I don't.
Do you recognize this?
If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't even know who the lantern is right now.
Do you recognize this? I'm gonna toss the radio to him. I can't remember if I asked him this already.
You've talked about the radio.
Okay, fine. Never mind.
You said, yeah, you used to listen to this was your radio.
I forgot. I
Man.
forgot.
Too bad we can't take him to the.
Would be great if we had that screw.
Okay, but what about?
You're in the assembly. You can get a screw if you want.
Ooh. Want a quick errand?
Should hold on one second.
I'd also like to.
I'm gonna message Maud in my head with my bisexual finger guns.
Great.
One of them's a girl. One of them.
You can tell which is which.
That one has a penis. Dicky dicky doodah. And that one's the clitoris.
Oh God.
You got a puffer.
Anyway.
This one's a puffer.
Jesus Christ.
You deserve that. Anyway, I'm gonna say, should we tell him about silence? You wanna play this?
Who, Merrick? / Albert?
Yeah. He's clearly been silenced.
Yeah, I mean now that that's pretty clear.
Yeah.
I mean, just based on what you're saying from who he used to be, that wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, I am I able to communicate with silence without like using the cartridge, or do I like have to?
If it's, as long as you're touching the cartridge, you should be able to communicate with them.
Okay.
Just reach in your pocket and
Just
Yeah.
do a little toots toots.
Yeah.
Tingly wingly.
Tickle it real fast.
Yeah. I'll tell Melody. Ooh, excuse me. I'll say let me talk to him real quick,
Okay.
and then I'll go ahead and I'll follow the cartridge. Yeah, and I'll
touch the butt.
communicate with silence, and
Just
I'll
rub it
say,
a bit.
"Hey, are you up? You up?"
Hey, you
You up?
Hey, are you up?
Sire, I had the most amazing dream.
Aw.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I can't. That's mostly how my dreams work.
Oh.
It's just like I knew that there was something I wanted to do, and then I woke up.
It's just waking up with you in the morning. He never remembers his.
Oh, I thought you meant like there was something you wanted to do.
How goes your adventures?
Well, they've been better, but we're all safe and sound and accounted for. What's are your dreams always like that?
Well, I've only begun to dream recently.
Interesting.
I know there's something I want and it's close. And every time I dream, I realize I'm just one reach away. But then I wake up. A travesty indeed. Nevertheless, a dream is something to marinate on and not pursue.
Well, if you can think of what that thing is you want, you let me know.
I would be most agreeable to do such.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sire.
So even while you're not in your obelisk form,
First
can
off,
you-
I just like to picture just a rando listening to this just this session and determine what has happened so far. It's wild.
Let me talk to
Reaching in your hand,
silence.
touching a freaking cartridge and talking to someone in your head.
Yeah. Maud reaches into his pocket and touches his trusty jewel pod and says, "Hey, you up?"
Excited.
Did we forget to mention that Maud got a Prince Albert and that's where he keeps
Oh my god, no!
It dangles from him.
shoves his hand down his pants.
None of us look
Amazing.
phased.
Anyway.
It's amazing.
Airmail's just on the side like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Don't worry about it.
No, Airmail's got one too. No. Anyway, so I'll ask Silence.
We didn't
hey, do you have?
circumcise back in my day.
Wait, so how did you get your Prince Albert then?
No, we're not actually having this conversation. Anyway,
I saw you about to answer.
I'll ask Silence. So even when you're not in your attachment form, can you still kind of do you know who's in the room with us in general?
I can see through your eyes, sire.
Okay, I'll look at Merrick and say to him, not say out loud. I'm saying like in my head to Silence. And I'll say, can you glean anything about this individual just from like a surface level?
Oh, I would love to gleam. Would you mind bringing me closer to him?
away from me is he?
Like about this.
Okay.
This is honestly a pretty good example to set up.
Okay.
Caramel's just sitting in a chair over there.
Okay. Yeah. How am I gonna tactfully do this without like making like weirded out and back away?
Just go give him a hug.
Sure.
It's like, we would kill the infidels, and we would, what are you doing?
Solid high five.
Get away from me. You smell like ass.
It's axe.
I'll say.
I knew what they said.
So Amba / Merrick, like he still goes by Amba, like that's
Yes.
the thing he prefers.
He prefers Amba.
I'll
okay.
say, hey Amba, can I ask you a quick favor?
What do you need?
Can I? This is gonna sound really weird, but like, your eyes remind me a lot of somebody who I used to know, who's a good friend of mine. Can I like? This is a little weird out of the ordinary, but like, can I get a closer look at them?
He gives you this concerned squint. Looks over at Melody as well. Looks back at you. He's like, what did that guy do to me?
I'll put my hands up and say, I'm unarmed.
Make
Well,
a
I mean,
persuasion
technically
check.
I'm always armed.
Make a
but-
persuasion check.
Okay, Bond's good at that.
We all have arms.
Look in my eyes.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry, I sent, I
that's gonna
sent
be a
you-
22.
With a nat 1 on my end, you should be good.
I sent to the Discord what I feel like Merrick looks like during this whole.
Oh.
It's really accurate.
Okay, he's like,
Just, he just looks
It's
over
like,
to
of
see while
course.
staring at him and just like.
it's like,
What?
if that would help you come to a decision quicker, then that is fine, I suppose.
As I take a step forward, I'll say you remind me of my friend that I trying to get back, and so whatever I can do to this might influence my decision a little bit.
So you walk
No,
up.
but I'll take like a couple steps towards him.
So you walk up and you look in his eyes. He's got this stare that kind of eerily reminds you of Border back from the Gauntlet. Just this kind of lackadaisical, just empty stare.
Is there any? Okay, so what specifically was it that Melody said that triggered the static behind his eyes?
No,
It
it
was
was
me.
Traitor.
Oh, it's triggered.
Don't
sorry.
take this away from me, Mom.
What did you say specifically?
I-
It was the second hottest.
He tried to like throw like their tyrannical or terroristic kind of plan back at him. So like, oh yeah, and like brainwashing all these people, that was a good way to do peace.
Yeah, right.
And then he like.
and then
Yeah,
we
because it was
heard-
specifically bringing up like the brainwashing, but like it was like bounced off and.
And then we heard Aramel say, "The king would like to invite you to Lake Laogai."
What?
What?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
But you know, like he's brainwashed.
No,
You get it.
no.
I'll think to silence as I'm kind of close
There's
to
no
you.
word bosses.
I got it.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah. No. I'll say to silence. Is there anything off with his, like, just with him in general? You think? Because like we're pretty sure that he's hypnotized by the voice just based on what my friend has said.
There's a brief pause here, as silence gleams what you are now in a better view of his aura, and then you hear the voice in your head say, "This affliction is nothing of my knowledge. Therefore, you do not have to worry about any of my brother's influence. The bad news is that means I can do nothing to remedy it."
But you do acknowledge and you can see that there is something wrong.
The individual in front of us seems missing. But other than that, I can't detect any sort of interesting aura.
Okay. All right. We'll chat again soon.
Thank you, sire. I'll continue my dreams.
Is there? Hey, real quick. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Like I worry about you sometimes. You're kind of, you're just kind of cooped up and.
You've been staring at this man for over a minute now.
This is
It's
true.
starting to make me anxious.
Okay. All right. Goodbye.
Okay.
Like very like. suddenly aware of like the immediate vicinity around him, and Vaughn like kind of snaps back to reality and takes a step back, and he says, "Thank you. You have nice eyes."
I thought this diet didn't exist anymore. Should I just like fucking hit him with it?
DM question.
Hello.
As far as we are aware, did we fully get rid of the static?
You destroyed the super converter,
Okay.
which, as far as you're aware, was what was creating the voice effect.
Right, and even if like there was another source of it, I mean, we were of course in Pilgrass and we came here, and then the like Amba didn't change really.
I mean, this feels more like a brainwashy thing than like a static.
Right.
thing.
Yeah, this is maybe a spell of some kind. I don't know.
I want to go talk to Aramel.
I feel like it'd be on the same.
Do I just need to wake him up from his?
Yeah.
From
His little doze.
his rocking
little
chair.
dozy
I
doze.
really just want to like crawl into his lap just to look up at it, but I'm not gonna do.
No, he's snake-like. Don't do that.
I'd also like to do something after Melody.
Melody would never do that, but Kayla would. Okay, so I'm gonna go and just tap his shoulder
Okay.
and say, sorry to interrupt, but I have a question.
I
He
love
makes
this
it
guy.
groan, just kind of cracks his neck a bit. And
When he opens his eyes, I want to be holding the radio right in front of his face and pointing to the place where the screw is missing and say, "Can you help me fix this?"
What?
Just the music.
So you were gonna ask him
He-
about hostile.
Squints and looks at it, looks up, and is like, the hell is this?
It's radio.
Like an old radio?
Yes. I need a specific screw.
What's next? You got a Walkman on you.
I don't need sass. I need
Also,
screws.
what's a Walkman?
I
Got
got
me.
Walk like
Paranoid
an
right now?
angel.
Did she just say she needs screwed?
I need screwed, old
I
man.
need a
Shut
specific
up.
screw.
It's at this moment here he just kind of wipes his face and says,
Shut up.
I'm sorry, I don't think I remember getting your name.
It's really forward of you, Melody.
Melody. Nice
Just-
to meet you.
And just Melody.
Yeah. I'm like Cher.
I mean, all of us are kind of like that.
Aaron.
Nice to meet you.
shakes cold yet very calloused hand.
I'm good friends with Hostel. Chris.
As you say this, you see
Mr.
a kind of a
Van.
flinch in his eyebrows, like,
Awesome, huh?
Mhm.
I knew I recognized you guys.
Yeah.
You're the Homebreakers.
Want to take that as a compliment?
Well, you've come a long way from home.
Yeah, you can thank
Yes, sir.
old Amba for that.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, I'm a victim just like you. Brothers in arms.
Yeah.
Well, Melody, how may I help an esteemed guest in my home this evening?
Can't tell
I'm
if he's
gonna
being
go.
condescending or not.
he's just kind of
Screw.
open.
Just his screw.
Ooh, you seem to have there a communicatory device. What would you like this humble carpenter to do with your piece of mechanical technology?
Screw. All I need is a screw. And it's from this general vicinity that the screw
Oh,
exists.
it's the feeder.
He looks at it. Little minion scurries, climbs up his leg like it's a freaking mountain, and stands up here and goes,
Oh, I love him.
and
I'll die for him.
Aramel puts his finger on a screw that's adjacent to the one that's missing, and with a quick, like it's magnetized, pulls it out
Humble.
and holds it up like this, and just stares at the little guy. And you see the little guy grab his finger, take a sniff of the screw.
And then Animal goes, "Took," and then
He like runs off.
Yeah, he runs back
I'm
into
gonna
the
follow.
carpenter.
Do his legs move or does he just waddle?
As you begin walking towards the carpenter's room, you hear Aramel shout out, "Please don't go into my workshop unaccompanied, please."
Oh. Okay, I'll just stand outside and look inside.
much obliged."
And he
And versus 5 years old.
Even though he left me in there alone.
puts the
earlier.
screw back in.
It's true.
If I have the raw materials, I'm sure we'll stumble upon one of them. I am a bit of a whore.
Hell is that?
It's my food
It's
feeders.
the feeder.
Oh,
Food, the
the
food
cats.
feeders.
So, I hope that satisfies you for now.
It does, thank you.
Thank you for your stay in my humble company.
Anyway.
Okay, I have a DM question.
Yeah.
I'd like to do something. Did I turn spit into somewhere, or do I still have him?
I don't. You might make. Because I've been thinking about this too. We had his hard drive, and I'm trying to decide if you gave it to somebody at the exit, or if you kept it with
I
you.
don't remember.
If you want to,
Because I
I'm
honestly
sure I have it recorded somewhere. But if you
Yeah.
want to make that decision now, you could. You could probably.
Because it'd be cool if we had it here. Because I was gonna ask Elminster some questions. I honestly can't remember.
Elminster.
Is that what I keep saying? Jesus Christ. He's stuck. Aramel. Their names are almost the same.
Okay.
That's what I'm just picturing.
It is a
it's
little
just
bit.
Elminster. So yeah, I'll ask Aramel while Kayla has him awake, while Melody has him awake. I'll pull spit and his little hard drive out of my bag,
Okay. And you.
and I just ask like, is there also a way, if possible, if you're able to fix or examine our little friend here and his hard drive?
Okay. So you pull out the husk of spit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, oh. And then he squints at it for a second, and then you see, for the first time, a look of real interest on his face.
I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Where on earth did you get this little gem of history?
Can I look over at
Did you show
Amba and
Spit.
see like if he recognizes this?
I heard you lie about something touches
Because I assume Amba's still like right here, like
Yeah.
listening
we're
to all
almost
this.
in
Yeah.
You're going to look at Amba. Okay,
Yeah.
he's noticing it, but he's at this point. You might make the assumption that he's just kind of. Oh, it's like it's probably another piece of shit that they got from the frickin' underground area.
He's not wrong.
I mean, it's one of
Yeah.
these random robots that have always been kind of zooping around.
Zoop.
Yeah, he's a kinetic little guy, but
Kinetic man.
he was running, but then
He's a kinetic man.
we went through all the shit there, and
Got some
then
great
he
stories.
kind of like shut down, and he's been this ever since. And what was it on the hard drive? Didn't Spit say something fucking dramatic right before he died?
Probably.
Well, I'm pretty sure that.
Damn it.
You guys weren't even there to see him.
Yeah, but if I remember right, like he, like before the final, like last time we saw him, like he had talked about how, like he remembered what Lantern had told him, or like he had like accessed what had like been stored in him or something like
Yeah,
that.
he dropped like a big truth bomb, and then
Well, he had said like he had helped design the formula for Fisty, which is one of the reasons why she was the way she was because of the Lantern's programming. There was that, and that simply I don't know. He told stories with the Lantern very often. That was about it. I think there might. I don't know if there was something else. That was the biggest thing near the end.
okay.
I think that Spit had more information on his hard drive
Yeah.
that we just didn't. We
didn't
didn't have a
have a
chance to
way.
access
Mm-hmm.
or ask him about.
Yeah.
And so he looks at this like, my God, this looks like a relic from.
It's so ironic because he hates being held.
he was screaming right.
Oh yeah, if I could be certain, these guys have kinetic drives, don't they?
Yeah, he just rolls around on a wheel.
Wow, what a piece of arcade
Yeah, he'd be
shit.
screaming in your face right now.
Archaic.
Man, a little coaster I could make out of this.
No.
Maybe a
No,
maybe
please.
a chair balance.
Nope.
I'm joking. No, this is a
I'll get your sense of humor, Sam, I'm sure.
freaking warrior. This is a. Sorry, I'm blanking on my own terminology here.
You're good.
What's the freaking age that the
Hallowed Age.
Hallowed Age? Thank you. Wow, you got that
Nice.
instantly. Why didn't you focus in on that for a while?
Nerd.
This is a relic from the Hallowed Age. I could definitely give this a look.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you fucker.
His name is Spit.
I
Fucker.
like mine better.
Okay. I'll call you.
Fucker.
Because
Yes,
I think
okay.
that also fits him pretty well.
He has a little fuck.
Carries it by its head over to the other room and disappears into the back at this point.
Can I come in?
Is that what? You said not unaccompanied, but you're in there, so I wouldn't be unaccompanied.
Fine, come in. It's around this time, as you guys are kind of finishing up your conversation here, you hear some sort of commotion coming from right outside the house here. You hear like, what are you doing? Just like someone shouting to themselves, and just the sound of like, just.
Can I sneak out there and see what's going on?
Well, very quickly as this happens, a knock comes on the door, and it's like a.
You fucking hostile, isn't it?
Bring the elderly to the door. I bring gifts for us. Quickly, this is hurting my back.
We can just take it for you if you need.
Like, hold on, Bomber's here. Walks up to the door and flings it open, just like that. A character that seemed to almost be leaning on this door just stumbles inward with this huge rolled up piece of burlap with some giant device flung over the shoulder that's wrapped up in it here. As she falls over here, stands up entirely here, you see this dark-skinned with these long pointy ears and these menacing eyes, this thick dreadlocked hair that's pulled all the way back across the head. It kind of resembles cornrows as well, and this deep accent that kind of reminds you of Cloudman's.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This, I mean, either it's a very sunburned drow or it's a psionic. Stumbles in here. Another late compatriot that. Oh, I'm glad you're still alive, Zara. Never mind. Put whatever spoils you have in the pantry room. We'll get to it. Whatever.
Merrick. Thought I'd see that ugly bitch face again.
Is that what it sounds like?
Got him.
You had just had you had like a deep, like in the.
I was like, is that what it sounds
Yeah, you did. As far as you know.
like?
You don't remember nothing. And this is what you drags this heavy thing
I'm
across the
self-conscious.
floor.
You would not believe the treasures that I found just outside of our base. Where is the young man? I must dissect it first before it kills us all.
Flings open the sack, and it's the device that fell from the sky. She has brought it in.
The thing that we got. the
Yeah,
message from.
that crashed down. It's like,
This device is no doubt a bomb that is planning to blow us up at any moment.
No, that's junk. I've seen it before. It's junk.
make a deception check.
19.
All right.
The milk drinker speaks truth.
Milk drinker.
Junk, then. Perhaps it could be used for spare parts. I will bring it to the workshop.
I don't think you're supposed to go in there unaccompanied. I think that's one of his rules.
two and just quiet squabbles in the other room. Things never change in this place, I see. I don't know if you've ever met Sarah before. I acquired her the same day I met Maud.
Alright.
Yet it was not a willing sacrifice on her behalf, but believe me, she's made for quite a hand over here. After all, Aramil never leaves this place. Someone's there to provide groceries.
So she brings in this junk and calls it groceries? Is that kind of a normal thing?
I cannot understand her half the time. I don't know what goes through her head.
That's
And honestly, it's been so long since I've been back that I honestly expected her to be dead.
That's
But
fair.
I mean, hey, the more to you, at least they're getting along.
Yeah.
And then right after he says that, you hear in the other room, "Shut the hell up!"
I giggle in
She's
character.
talking to
She's
her.
talking to her. She's in there bothering.
Because I'm in there.
See, the
I'm
rest
in
like,
there with
it
them.
could be a death device, but the milk drinker says that it possibly chunk him.
It's junk.
You made exception, Chad. You could have stayed.
Can I have
quiet.
advantage since Beckett already said it was
Sure.
junk?
But the DC is 45.
Okay. You said deception.
Yes, please.
Oh, great! I have a -1. That's a 17.
Deception? With,
Yeah.
with advantage, okay.
Oh wait, I didn't even roll. Hold on. I just did one. Yeah, 17. That's so funny.
Two mouths to two nipples. Very well. I will leave you with your junk. Just tell me if it's salvageable.
Definitely confused.
All I needed from you was to bring back the rice, and you couldn't even do that. But sure, bring more dirt into my abode and see how that gets you off. Wait, I didn't mean it like that.
Male human.
Zara then flings open the hatch and crawls down into his underground workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, you've met the whole family.
Yeah, she's nice.
Well, I'm gonna have to send her out to get groceries again since she forgot halfway through.
What'd you need?
I need provisions. I can't live off of tea leaves for the rest of my life, believe it or not, despite how I would enjoy that existence.
Yeah, you gotta have some hardtack too.
Are you in the room with me?
No.
No. Alright.
That's gonna resist.
After a while of settling in, just idle conversation, Aramel walks back into the room. And kind of sits back on his chair here.
I don't suppose you guys, in exchange for my hospitality, can make a quick run into town, can ya? I'm running a bit low on supplies, and I can't quite finish my deal with good old Merrick here until I've gotten a bellyful.
And you see Merrick just kind of sigh to himself. He's like, insufferable. What do you need, anyway?
Well, I'm for one need provisions, whatever your happy little wallet can provide, and help a gentleman such as myself. I would be most appreciative. Zara's also been talking about population explosion recently. I suppose if you could do me another favor on top of that, figure out just what the hell she's talking about.
It's nice to know if I'm, if my existence here is compromised. Alright, what do you mean, explosion?
Well, Alginosha's been just a bit rowdier lately. In fact, maybe just within the past week or so. Well, I think I've seen
what you say. Although you can't exactly. Oh shit. You can just go back on.
Yeah, I just popped
Okay.
back.
I don't know why it pops off. So easily.
Oh, because Zura likes to play tug of war with it.
Okay.
So, party question.
Party question.
Time. Meta question. So, this thing that dropped out of the sky, like, do we want to do anything with that?
I mean, we kind of already got all the use out of it that I think
Okay.
we need.
It's,
So-
as you say this voice, as you say, you mention like the discard of the device. At this point, you hear piping up from the other room.
Attention, my esteemed employees. If you could draw your attention to me whenever you can, I'd appreciate it.
Talking to us?
No, it's replaying the message that we got.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a live transmission.
Oh, shit.
Are you saying this stuff out loud too? From
No.
Wamba? And it's like,
This is not a recording, in case you had that thought. Get to a place of solidarity and respond to me. I would appreciate that.
So do we just ignore it or?
Can we borrow that for a second?
borrow what?
The thing that just talked.
You mean your junk?
Yeah. I guess. Can I borrow my junk?
He's also like, what talk?
Sorry, sometimes I hear my voices in my head.
Make a deception check.
Oh yeah.
Only the four of you can hear it.
Trader's
dirty
fucking
20.
batshit
Dirty
crazy,
20.
by the way.
Well, so is Maud. Maud also talks to voices in his head.
He squints at you and then he rolls his eyes. Whatever gets it out of the house.
Alright.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
let's
go
go
in there
in
and like just.
And you see, as you go in there, Zara
Freaking-
has.
Oh, she's gonna be pissed.
She is freaking just the edge of a sword just kind of stuffed into the side of it here. And as you walk in the room, it's like,
I would like you to please either vanquish the derelict or bring her somewhere where her saliva does not rust my exterior.
Excuse me for a second.
My life is at stake. I would appreciate it.
Is she
What
trying
is
to
his
eat it?
freaking name?
General Syracuse.
Syracuse. God damn it.
This isn't Syracuse.
It's
Right.
the same voice.
anyway, so
I'll go up to Zara and be like, can I have that?
I hope this was good.
you want your junk back.
Yeah, I would like my junk.
You confuse me, milk
Same
drinker.
voice though.
If you can
I
pick it up,
agree that it
you may
sounds like
have it.
Syracuse, but I think it's.
So okay, so
Please
is
let him
this?
pick it up.
I could be
It's
wrong though.
make a strength check for me.
So I was
this
at-
is not meant to be picked up.
I was out of the room. This is what they looked in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 19.
Damn, you got it. You're like, "Ugh." And you see Zara just look you up and down. It's like, wow,
Zara's a Syak monk. She can fucking lift shit. Okay.
a comparable body.
Alright.
Keep an eye on you,
That was a
milk
funny
drinker.
Why is she giving Lazel right now?
Oh my god!
Alright, she
Just like
scurries
slowly.
back off
like
to her
the
little
one-
hall.
I just awkwardly back out of the room.
You just
with
go back
this.
and bring this back in front of Merrick and Aramel.
Like it's drunk. She's like,
I'm gonna take this with me whenever we go on our errand.
Oh, interesting.
Be careful. She
You hear the
will
voice
try and
speak
fight
up
you
at this
tonight.
point. What is happening?
I have a sugar high from my monster, so.
But it's zero sugar.
I'm just now picturing this really intense badass woman like and you've got freaking Megan here holding this box she's going shh.
I do appreciate you
We're a bunch
relinquishing
of
me
fucking
for them.
idiots.
You don't have a moment where you can talk where you're, I don't know, away from anyone that can hear us.
I'll let you know whenever that happens.
You say
Say
that
this
out loud.
Yeah.
You have two looks. One from Merrick. You see a concerned look on his face. He knows you guys are. There's something going on with this ball, and he's like,
I'm gonna say, oh, sorry, Beckett and I were flirting over the message spell, and he forgets sometimes that he's supposed to respond in his head.
The other look is from Aramel. He's staring directly at the ball. And he says,
This is a sex toy.
Hey, Merrick. I have something to tell you in the other room. It's clear these guys want to be alone.
and he gives you this dark, deep look.
I give him just like a quick like nod of understanding, like thank you.
Then they walk back into the workshop.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll try to take it just like right out the front door.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I
you
didn't know
can.
what to say. I panicked.
It's all good. I don't think it worked, but you know, good try.
Yeah, I don't have my garter belt on the outside. I need to fix that.
Do you have it on your inside?
All right, and as I walk outside, I'm like, all right, mysterious machine man.
Still holding it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, are you in a secure area?
Not really, but
Yeah,
this
we
is
are
the
out in
best
the
we
open.
got.
Interesting. Alright. Well, judging from your voice, I'm assuming this is Trader, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And you are. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, though.
Well, if we are to be working together and you are to be freeing my compatriots, I suppose there's only so much hiding I can do. It is a pleasure to meet you all. I am the founder and CEO of Valkyriewear, the current forerunner of the Last Horizon outpost on the city of Jonas, as well as the second Sea Arcanite for the LOA. I am Thaddeus Ethans. You can call me Scope.
That's a hell of a title.
Well, when you earn it, you use it.
I mean, I get it.
The very existence of my freedom right now has shaken up the foundations of the current assaults. Due to the current lockdown on the city of Jonas, there is, well, I'm sure
Just as a
there's been
quick one,
attempts.
Jonas is the moon, right?
Yes, the Moon City, yeah.
Current attempts, I'm sure, to apprehend me. I've been sent invites for the peace meeting as well. It looks like I was correct in making my decision to stay behind.
Yeah, things are kind of fucked.
Alright. I've made pinpoints through my last hours of scouting about. Several cities within the parameters of the Assembly's affairs have seen quite a bit of change within the past, well, since my compatriots have disappeared. The cities of which being Alginosha, the capital itself, Malandar, and the tundra city far north of that as well. I believe it's known colloquially as Igatal. I've seen a general explosion in their populace and their workforce, at least from what I've been able to see from my cameras. I don't think it's a coincidence. Your current objective is to investigate these locations and see if you can come up with any leads on, well, my dear brethren, I'd hate to see anything happen to them, and I'm sure the LOA would love to see them return safe and sound so we can fight this offensive as a big happy family.
Quick question.
Hello.
Could we potentially get a smaller device that you can communicate with us on? Because this is getting awkward.
Very well.
Can I pull out like a little like speaker and you can just talk through that in my
Give me
pocket?
just 4 seconds here.
Okay.
I gotta figure out the blueprints. Here we are.
So just
And you hear a steam release on the robot, like and then it shifts ever so slightly. You drop it.
yeah,
like
and then
that,
I hear someone like, oh god.
and you see like this little hole just open up, just the size of a finger.
If you can, please place your finger inside of the device and try not to make it weird.
I'm gonna incite this real fast. Or investigate like the hole or something. I would like to. Which one should I do? Should I investigate the hole or inside?
Either one. No,
I'll investigate the hole.
Yeah.
You're
And then
investigating
you're
it?
like looking like in
Yeah,
it.
I got a 15.
Okay. It's not. It just goes in about maybe 3 inches.
Maybe she's
Okay.
gonna scan your finger.
And
like-
like you can see the end of it there. It's just a
Okay.
little compartment for you.
I like close my eyes and turn away and put a finger in.
You put it in, and then suddenly you feel a prick on your finger as something stabs it just really quick.
As that happens, can I also go behind and be like, ah!
Roll for surprise attack.
Well, it smacks him on the ass.
You roll for heart attack.
Turn around and just stab you square in the belly with my sword.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Wolverine.
Alright.
Do I still have to talk out loud?
Give me. I'm typing right now. Don't distract me.
Well, I can't hear it.
Thanks. It's a keyboard that doesn't make noise.
Is it like a touchscreen? That'd be kind of cool. If it were like a
I can
touchscreen
hear his
keyboard.
disdain.
Alright. I've synced your DNA up with my machines right now. My satellite should, in theory, be able to resonate with your, brain.
So, like, are you gonna be able to hear all my thoughts now?
No, I can
Is that-
simply communicate with you.
Okay.
I can't hear you unless you're near the device, though.
Like, my finger?
No. Although I do recommend a bandage, there does seem to be quite a bit of bacterial infection in the assembly.
Oh. That's fine.
No, it really isn't.
I grew up here. I'm fine.
Okay.
Gross.
Immune system of a god.
So, wait.
Please, Doc.
So, we still have to be around this for me to talk to you. So, what's the purpose of this?
So that I can communicate with you wherever.
But I can't communicate with you unless I'm standing
Well,
next
you
to
don't need to communicate with me. Just simply follow my orders.
that. Okay.
And if you really do have a question, bury this somewhere you're not gonna forget, so that the psycho lady with a stick doesn't dissect me again.
We're in a desert.
Cool.
What,
That must mean the ground is easy to dig with.
can we put it in my bag?
Like your backpack?
My freaking tummy.
It would not fit in there.
It's a
It's a
freaking
bag of holding.
Well, I know, but doesn't it only have like a 10-inch circumference or something?
Yeah, it's like a foot.
Yeah, that wouldn't fit in there, would it?
Would that fit in there?
You can try. It's
Okay.
not gonna be easy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
If that's how Dante's holding it, there's no way in hell.
Why can't you hold it like this? Shit. We need what is it?
Don't we have an actual bag of holding that we took from TW the second time?
No. Did you?
It was
I think
when
we did. You.
It was when we took Glorious
Yeah,
and
you.
Mistress to the hospital.
You
and
tell me
Grace-
you would have to have it in your inventory. You guys are responsible for that.
It
Well,
was-
I
it was
might
you and me
actually.
that
Let me
went.
look at my
What's that?
It was
inventory.
you and me that went.
To
Well,
Hey, I have bag of holding.
sweet.
It's here
Nice.
with some kind of unknown prank aspect.
Oh no.
Awesome.
That's what it says.
unknown prank.
You
aspect.
had, can you roll on the
And
prank table?
She has a
I
belly
remember
button
what
one.
it is.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
So I'm wearing it. Maybe I open it for like farts.
No.
It looks like a freaking flashlight off the top.
Okay,
Drop it
so
in
you
there.
and you just drop it in there,
It's gone forever.
and it closes. It's gone.
Fucking falls out the bottom.
Can you look in there to make sure that it's still in there?
Can't
Go
really
gadget, weird box thing.
Okay, it's very heavy. You're gonna need 2 hands to pick it up. Jesus,
I just
grab
want
it out
to
with
reach
one
in
hand.
and feel it. See
Okay,
what I feel.
you feel it.
Okay, slip.
Something like the second you touch it, something very uncomfortable washes over you. It's so sticky.
No!
I love it. I was like, it's either gonna be slimy or sticky, and I love either one equally.
It's so sticky. Yeah.
Alright, so I guess the government can read my mind now. That's not. That doesn't seem great, but. Okay.
Why are you staring at your finger? Is Beckett an idiot? What are you doing?
Like, from where
Whoa.
he pricked me.
I know, but you haven't put your hand down yet.
Just
You're
like.
just looking at it like, wow. Anyway.
Like, did he insert a device, or did he just, like, steal some blood?
You don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I poke around it to see if I can feel a device or something in there?
Sure.
Cool. I poke my finger.
Keep poking.
Weird
Okay,
things.
make an investigation check.
Weird things I never thought I'd say in a D&D campaign.
While
I
we're
poke
doing
my
all
finger.
This, can I ritual cast Find Familiar?
Hey.
Yes.
I don't have my kitty.
19.
19. Wow. It really hurts that you're doing this.
Do we all need to do it?
What? No, I would recommend not everybody gets their mind read by the government.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to be scratched by that fucking quill either, but everyone else did that.
Peer pressure.
It seems like when he was talking in my head that this was mostly just for him to be able to give us orders.
Right.
So
I
if
don't
he
think
talks to me in my head, I can just relay.
yeah, I don't think it's
whatever
necessary
it is.
for all of us.
Okay.
If you want to get your finger poked, you can.
Because we're never separated or anything. I was just asking.
I mean, usually not.
As you say this, from the foot of the cabin, you hear, "It does not matter where you're getting your orders from, as long as you're willing to listen to mine as well. That is a compromise I can make."
That was a little creepy there.
What? I walked outside and you're talking about receiving orders from something.
Yeah,
Is that not
a
creepy that I'm not
pizza
involved?
order. Aramel said he was hungry.
That implies that we're the ones delivering the pizza.
Beckett fully just.
Very interesting just
Baseball.
how stupid you take me for, but I do at least love the humor in it.
I think we should go get freaking Aramel's rations while
Let's
we're
see.
discussing all this.
Would you guys like to take a trip into Alginosha?
Oh, you're coming?
Of course I'm coming. I can't leave you alone.
Why not?
Because you're on my way.
Yeah.
I need you. You do realize that. You're my ticket back into this organization. I'm not, and also you need me. I know my way around here like a bag of sticks and a bag of rocks.
What does that even mean?
I'm trying to talk in a
What?
way that the redhead can understand me. I don't know.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I know it doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, I'm coming with you. I know the town.
Alright. That's cool.
It's either that or you take the tiefling with you.
Yeah, no, I'd rather
Yeah,
not.
that's what I thought. Alright. Anything you want to grab? A little thief of the road?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
He's already walking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. With this in mind, can we take a small break?
Yep.
No.
Oh, you said no? Bitch.
Yeah.
No, Kayla.
Oh.
No!
Just mean a little spicy. I was talking to Michaela, Heinrich, and unprompted, she also suggested she kills monsters.
What?
She also suggested she kills monsters. I was like, hey, can you send me all the shows you did when you were at the school? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, and also, like, if you have anything you think I should read, let me know. And she was like, we read She Kills Monsters in class, and the kids loved it. I was like, I was kind of thinking about that one.
Fair.
Forgot about this video.
Mm.
Somebody took the little fucking showbiz pizza figures and like actually reprogrammed them.
Oh my god.
Never seen this?
No.
Did you ask Becky at all about TD stuff when she offered it?
No, because I was so shocked. I didn't, like, I literally was, like, laying down in my bed about to take a nap, and I was like,
That's fun.
but I do plan on emailing her tomorrow and asking about how that interview process is gonna be,
Okay.
etc.
I need to get one of those for my DJ stuff.
It's a bubble, soupy. Oh, I should go to that.
I forgot how good this is.
I like how he's just going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So this person, like, I don't know how they got a hold of like the full, like, all of the figures, or not figures, but like all of the robots, so that they could actually like program them. But like they have a YouTube channel where they have like programmed several songs using like the full setup. It's pretty amazing. Anya business.
Ah.
Oh my god.
This is awful. I'm super excited. I'm going to the drive-in with Bandy on Friday.
Ooh, what you seeing at the drive-in?
We're actually gonna go to both screens. We're gonna watch the new Kong and then or the Godzilla,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna sneak over and watch Ghostbusters for the second.
Gross.
It was awful, right? It like tilts this way.
I wouldn't even get past the first one.
Caleb, you know where my tiles are?
I love watching this shit though. It's so crazy.
Did
they get all the way to the top?
Yeah. So everyone do.
Unless you want to
Oh,
slide,
It's so
then
crazy when they jump at the time.
I like to be prepared because I don't know what you guys will ever do.
Over here, sweet's crazy. In the second box.
Oh, thank you.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I see the poopy girl. Poopy girl.
Stinky. All right.
They need a sweatshirt.
The only thing I don't like about the drive-in after they modernized everything was that they took the speakers away.
Yeah,
So
because
you either have to listen on your car radio or you have to bring your own radio.
yeah.
And last time Richard and I went, I used my car radio, and then guess what? I needed to jump afterwards.
Oh, she was my friend. Now she's
She's
not.
your friend.
Yeah, she went away.
So now I have a radio that I just need like a big old battery for, and we'll be
Yeah.
good.
You can
That
also
sounds
technically, like use your,
Does it also need a
I
screw?
tried to do that. No,
like bring a Bluetooth
Mine-
speaker.
my radio doesn't.
You could like bring a Bluetooth speaker, and then like your phone will act as the antenna, basically.
See, but I tried to figure out how to do that, and like
I'm
what
afraid.
station to tune into, and it
Why?
just
Oh.
Because I'm holding her.
because it
Put her
wasn't the
down.
same on my phone.
No, she's.
Oh.
You put her down, Caleb.
Her mom's like in me
Okay,
right
cool.
now.
Put her down. You're going to trip over this frickin' thing.
I'm gonna walk across them.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Put the cat
I'm
down.
gonna trip over
No.
my foot.
Uh-oh.
That's all
Beck-
day.
Beckett.
I'm just gonna like mount you.
Classic Beckett.
Look at
God.
Her nails are like anime. She's like holding on for dear life.
Oh yeah.
Hiya, baby
She's so
princess.
scared.
Can we get some Oreos over here, Mom?
Oreos.
I would- yeah.
It's so funny. I have some at home, but I keep forgetting.
Are those?
Fucker.
Are those double stuff? No, those
No,
regular
they're
stuff.
normal.
Yeah, but it's still an
Because we're
Oreo
living in
tile.
the fucking dark ages.
What are we, peasants?
Yeah.
That's what Richard
Get
said too.
fucking
He's like, why
line.
did you get double stuff? I'm like, you're the one that thought about the show.
Listen, I like the balanced nature of single,
This isn't balanced though.
regular ass
This is-
Oreos.
Mostly cookies with just a little bit of paste in the middle.
Yeah, I think double
Sorry
stuff
that I
is-
don't want my mouth full of white shit.
Yes, you do.
Maybe
Like
sex
you
tape.
whores.
I prefer the ratio of the double stuff, but
Bet
also
you do.
I'm not
Over
going to
the
complain
fence.
because free cookies.
I feel like the ratio.
Actually, it's $5 per cookie. Hope you brought your credit card.
That seems reasonable.
It would have been $8 if it was double stuffed. You
Okay.
know.
Seems like a better deal, honestly.
Yeah.
A significantly better cookie for just a little bit extra money.
Only $3 extra.
It's like crumble.
I'm so angry about tomorrow.
Oh.
Want a treat?
I'm okay.
Treats for the end.
Or just stand up just to sit back down.
He wants to see which.
This is Zara, by the way.
Look at this Marisha looking
Okay.
motherfucker over here in this chair.
I know Andrew sits like he's bisexual.
Isn't he?
What?
You sit like you're
Because
bisexual.
like, look at the way he holds that fork. He's clearly gay.
Guys don't
Look
like
at the way he
touching the floor.
breathes with his diaphragm instead of his abs. Ah,
He's
such a
drinking-
lesbian.
He's
Totally
drinking
thought
with
you
a
were gonna say your
straw.
ass.
Out of a pink cup.
Yeah.
He's playing
But there's
D&D.
alcohol in there, huh?
You know, if you drink through a straw, that means you're gay.
Yeah. Because you like things in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Sticking out.
Only gays put stuff in their mouth.
Kyle says he's chomping.
I
on
absorb
cookies.
all my nutrition through my skin pores.
Just shoving spaghetti
Just
on the side of his face.
Osmosis.
Spaghetti facial. Ah!
Only,
Okay.
only
Meat
gay people
chip,
get
penny, and
facials.
use napkin. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, what's up, buddy?
We're playing the
Let's go.
game.
Let's go.
What's up, buddy? What do you need to say?
We are playing a game. Who can one up each other on sexual innuendos? Okay.
I'll even try.
In your end.
On what's
In
gay?
my endo. Okay, we're done. Sorry.
Go ahead.
As you guys travel with, dude, what?
I'm coughing on the
The
cookie.
second I said something, he laughed.
I got innuendo stuck in my head. Okay, I'm good.
Thinking about innuendo, you should be thinking about Alginosha.
So you guys walk into the city here. The cabin wasn't too far off from the city boundaries here. As you approach, you begin seeing these encampments that are just at the beginning of the town. They're just littered with tents and whatnot, where you see dozens and dozens of homeless that are in these like tents right on the borders of the town. That as you guys walk through, they kind of give this kind of dazed look at you all, but they quickly turn their attention elsewhere. And as you guys walk forward past this group, Merrick looks around and says, "It's a bit strange.
What?
Seems a little more lively around here than normal. Normally everybody is too out of it to mind.
Out of it, how?
Well, after a night of drugs and alcohol, you tend to spend the morning dying down.
Oh.
It happens.
Maybe they just didn't go as hard last night.
There's a possibility. Either way, none of my concern. We should get into the more of the hustle bustle of the downtown before we are shipped in the back. Don't talk to anyone here. Okay,
Got
you guys can walk forward. You can see this is very much built on the side of a huge hill. Like it's a favela town, like the ones or the favela towns like the ones in Brazil. You see these rich, like very condensed clusters of these square-like houses just running for miles and miles up the side of this mountain, with like the hilly landscape around it, kind of sending this to look like a house, like a wave of houses that's undulating, yet frozen in time. You guys continue to walk here. Eventually, as you clear the homeless part of the camp, this little tiny kid runs up to you guys, wearing like just a very simple dress, these flat hair that kind of rolls down both sides of the head, and just these big old eyes, and just holds its hands out like this.
I have no money.
What do I have? What do I have? Do I have more granola bars?
What if I give the kid a tasty bear?
I know, I was like, I got these gummies.
Holy shit.
I'll give him a cell phone.
I'm not gonna do that. Oh yeah, you give cell phones to all the
I
kids.
have no idea how many I have anymore.
You have a bunch.
I took all of them.
Yeah,
I'm-
there's a lot of
Wait.
people that had their phones.
I was gonna say, I like my impression was that you had like a few dozen.
I took like all the ones from the engine.
I hope you brought enough cell phones for the entire class.
I did. Okay, yes, I will give him a cell phone.
You just hang it.
What a wild
With-
thing.
Without hesitation, puts the whole thing in its mouth.
Oh.
It's not food, sweetie.
It's at this point you see the flaps of hair turn to lizard thrills,
Ah!
and just
Might be.
suddenly no longer a kid, but a standing tiny little humanoid lizard. It just sprints off.
You're welcome.
Mind the mimics.
Did he keep the phone?
Oh yes, the mimics around here feed off of inorganics. If you give them food, or if you give them a coin, they simply eat it.
Oh.
It is a quick lesson to people traveling from out of town to stay away from the beggars.
Kind of lucked out on that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Mind the mimics. Not all of them that friendly.
Who was happy it was fed?
As you travel further along in the town here, he says, "Is there anything particular you guys are looking for in the town? I know this is alien lands to you, but I know my way around a favela or two. I can find yourself a handsome little shop with a handsome little, hopefully less mutated than ever, shopkeep for you."
I don't suppose there'd be any MAD shops around here, not on this side of the world.
Oh, you'd be lucky to find a stick as a replacement.
Yeah. Not that I need anything, but I was just curious.
Depends though. I mean, maybe in Malandar, but there's something different about this. I haven't been gone for that long. As he looks around at just the amount of people that are out and about.
Not usually this lively.
No, it's not usually this happy. You see, many people are walking with a purpose. They're not like just slumming about. People are in transit. They're going somewhere. They have purpose.
Are they heading the same direction?
You see many people going in different, but for the most part, yes. You do see a group of, well, at least you thought they were homeless at some point. People lined up on a sidewalk, and this is going for blocks. Just people lined up on this sidewalk here.
Is it the same way that we're going? Or is
You
it
kind of have, it kind of intersects with it. You'd have to cross through the line.
Can I
And-
do some sort of like stealth check to try to like sneak through the line to see what they're all waiting on?
I was gonna say we could just follow the line.
You can, yeah. What would you like to do? You can either talk to them. You can listen in on a conversation, or
I think listen in on a conversation.
okay.
See what they're babbling about.
If you want, give me a perception check on the group.
These two dice are doing great for me. Dirty 20.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So you kind of just stumble along this group of winos that are just kind of leaning on each other here. Clearly had some booze for the day.
Oh man, you won't believe it. My spot on the conveyor line gets me $5 a day. That's like twice of what I usually eat in a freaking week.
What about you?
It's like, I don't know. I tend to these days now that I've got the provisions, I stick to more fatty meals. I take myself a couple eggplants when I can, or egg rolls when I can. But man, I'm getting a burger today for sure. Burger sounds good. I can only I think my exchange rate, they told me 2 for 1. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out when I get there.
And they both kind of just look happy, waiting in line for food.
Okay.
Spiky Billiard vibes a little bit.
Cool.
Except they're
Yeah.
Convey.
I guess maybe I'll walk up to them,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like try to just like casually join the conversation as if I was like in line with them and just overheard them and was like started casually joining in on the conversation with them.
Okay. So you just kind of stumble in wearing your freaking gray coat outfit.
I was gonna say. we
Oh
should
yeah, I'm
go
still
get
in my gray coat, aren't I?
we should
Yeah.
get some clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, yeah, sounds like things have been pretty good here recently, huh?
Yeah, we got to thank you for that.
Oh,
You sons of guns up in the good country finally decided to give a damn about the little guy.
And you see he's being sincere. He's like, dude,
Got off your asses finally. This is what I'm talking about. You know, I used to think war was full of beans, but I can see now it ain't so bad.
yeah, you know, war is tough, but seeing
I
your
haven't eaten this well my whole life.
seeing your lives improve because of what we've been doing, that kind of makes it all worth it.
Are you waiting in line too?
Just passing by. Just wanted to see how y'all were doing.
Hey, keep up the good work. This is all in Malik, by the way. I do
Okay,
not speak
yeah.
Malik.
Huh. I know
I kinda
Damn
figured
it.
that. I know that.
Never mind.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know how things continue to go around here.
Things are going nowhere but up, buddy.
Love to hear that.
All right, and just
Nice
like,
to meet you, folks.
you take care of their soldier man. And they continue in their line, which is taking its pace relatively quickly. You're not too terrible. Like, it's only a couple blocks down from where the winers are lined up from. It's this large. It's almost like a fireworks tent.
Okay.
That's been stapled up here. People are just flooding into it like it's a farmer's market.
Sweet.
And you see several people in the line as well holding these punch cards.
Okay. Almost like, do they all look the same? Like they're almost like
Some are different.
vouchers?
Some are have different logos and whatnot on them.
Okay.
Getting their Starbucks rewards.
Can I like walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, can I take a look at your slip real fast?"
I haven't been in line more than once yet today, sir.
No. Everything's fine. I just wanted to glance at it real
And as
fast.
you do this, his hand shakes
Oh.
as he hands it to you, and he's like, I didn't know. I don't want no trouble. I'm sorry. Hands it to you.
What's on it?
Okay, it says over here, warehouse management in Malik on the top of it here, and it has a Monday through Friday list of it here, and underneath it has check boxes.
Okay.
It looks like he is allowed 4 boxes a day.
Is there any way that like I could change it to like give him an extra box, looking like it's official?
Do you have any tools that would help you with that, like forgery stuff? This would, because you're gonna have to like alter the paper.
So I don't have a forgery kit, but I have proficiency with one. So like,
oh yeah.
I feel
Well,
like
you need to,
I would have like
because
I've
you need
always
the
thought
tools
just
to be
like
able. You can't just like.
yeah, I've always just thought like if you have proficiency, like because
You should
literally
have it,
all
then.
I have in my inventory is my rapier, anklet, crossbow, armor, crossbow bolts, my electric baton, and my gauntlet medallion, and no money.
If you gave yourself proficiency, I'd assume you'd have it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll real quick use my forgery kit and try to like add an extra box or extra couple boxes.
Okay. What does that? Is that a dexterity check?
I feel like it's usually sleight of hand. I
Yeah,
don't
so
have
it would
anything
be
written down.
your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. There's the bad roll. 12.
12? It's not, I mean, this isn't exactly like an expert craftsman did this. You
Mm-hmm.
pull this out and you simply draw a couple lines, like one at the bottom, and you add another row.
Okay.
And you're like, 5 meals a day, good for you.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't notice that.
It's like things are looking up for you, and I like pat him on the shoulder.
It's like,
and I'll walk away.
Thank you, sir. Praise the kingdom. And he gets back in line.
All right, cool. And I guess I did mostly just wanted to look at it to like see. Well, you said it said warehouse manager.
Or warehouse
Or
maintenance.
Warehouse maintenance. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that kind of confirms my suspicion that these are like meal vouchers for these people.
It seems like it.
Okay. Cool.
And like, what did you find out, friend?
These are meal vouchers for people.
Meal
Sounds
vouchers.
like as long as they have work, they are getting meals paid for them by somebody.
Do you have any idea who?
Well, they think
As far as I'm aware, this seems very much like a unionized company. That Alginosha has never been civilized enough to have sponsors as such. That is kind of concerning to me.
They thanked me. They noticed my gray coat attire and thanks me for all that we've done, and that we're the reason why things are looking up for them. So I'm not sure if it's like a government thing or what, but that's the information I was able to glean from it.
so their reach is here as well.
Well, this is where they came from.
So yes.
So yes, their reach is here.
Their reach began.
Let me see if I can glean something else then. As he wanders up, he
That's
just kind of puts on his little candor here and walks up. He's like, "My friends, fellow citizens, doing a quick audit here. Everyone here's vouchers accounted for. Raise your vouchers if you had it. We don't want any free meals here. Upper management, don't mean to scare you. We've had a bit of a scandals in the in the welfare markets, and well, you know how we deal with thievery around here." You see kind of a shudder go around the crowd. It's very silent. Everyone's like really paying respect to a gray coat. They're kind of treating him like a specific member of like the army and whatnot.
Okay.
And as he's beginning his spiel here, you hear off near the end of the line, "That's quite enough." You see someone in actual gear, an actual soldier, paired with two of them, approach this gray coat. And just like as they approach him, then it's like, "Under what jurisdiction are you under at this moment?" It's like, "Well, as you can tell from my
None. He's not under any jurisdiction.
He turns and looks. Is like, "What are you doing?"
He's like hands on hips.
First of all, that is a lie. I am under General Terminal. I am a ambassador from Malindar. He looks back over the stairs. Like, "What are you doing?" Anyway, couldn't help but notice there's been a bit of a unionizing with a workforce in this place. How did a busy town like Malindar manage to spread its, compatriots, as he points to the three of them, to such small reaches as to, anything past Dead Country? The guy's like, with a thriving war effort now and more participants volunteering than ever before, we've had the great opportunities to spread a little thinner than normal. In this case, a great donation has been made to several of our towns. And as you can see here, the donation is proving to be quite useful." He points it's in the air, has to be far, far off in the town. You see this billowing smokestack that's pouring into the air. Nothing a little factory can do to a new town to really get the bustle going. Thousands and thousands of new jobs, plus all the food you can eat. If that's not incentives to get the homeless back up and working, I don't know what is. And just like that, this little town will be up to standard in no time, just in time for the new regime. Thank you for your questioning, but we do appreciate you keep your interrogation on to more of your kind. We'll deal with the citizens. We don't want to trouble you with them. He's like, "Oh, very official of you. Glad to see somebody is doing what they're paid for." He walks back to the group here. It's like, that is very unusual for a government. We usually do not have the resources to spread outward to different cities. Places like this are treated as city-states. They have their own government and whatnot. But if the people are happy, I suppose that isn't a problem on our end.
Why do you think they're here?
I don't know.
Maybe you don't need the Legion's resources after all, huh?
"Excuse me, sir," and he shouts back out to the guard. "Just exactly when was this factory erected? Just when did they decide to go into action?" "Honestly, it's only been like a week and a half. And you can see the change that's already happened."
Is that about when we had the static turned off?
Anyone here want to make a
I I have chemo.
in intelligence. Oh, you remember?
She's keen.
I mean, this sounds about the times table for when the Arcanites went missing.
God, it's only been that long.
I'll share that.
What would the Arcanites have to do with the homeless in a town improvement? Well, maybe that is something to figure out while we are fetching food. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this square over here. I have someone I got to talk to fix my helmet. If you guys want to check out some of the local farmers markets, or maybe even better yet, to check out the stalls where they're giving away free food, maybe we can get some provisions to munch on tonight.
No, we don't have any little punch cards.
Oh,
I can
don't
probably
we?
make some.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, Mr. Greycoat here, I'm sure you can get a handful of cards if need be. We have a lot of power in this city.
I'm not sure if we do, considering you kind of got outsmarted by the guards.
In my fair point of this, was not aware that they had the military stationed here.
Fair point.
It is very
Yeah,
odd.
Here.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely odd, but I don't know if
But
we
at
have
the
as
end of the
much
day,
powers.
federal interference trumps state. While they don't appreciate your meddling, you at the end of the day have a higher rank.
Should we also get like a change of clothes so we can blend in more?
I recommend it. You all look like a bunch of
while we're
clowns.
here?
Wow.
You're one to talk.
I'm wearing the same
Mister,
thing
I'm
as
gonna wear
you.
my
What are you saying?
I'm gonna wear my cracked helmet for
I'm wearing the same
days on
thing that
end.
he is. What are you saying about my outfit now?
Anyway,
I wear this for protection. I don't know why I'm being roasted
Which
here.
also look very fast.
you called us literal clowns.
It is a jest. Maybe
So
jester
you
is a
can
better
dish it,
term.
but you can't take it.
I can't. I am very
Obvious.
sensitive. My mom
I
told me.
can't.
Oh no. How tall is Amba?
About the size of Melody. He's not that tall.
Oh, I
He's
kept
a little
thinking
guy.
he has a big personality. 'Cause I
No,
was like,
he
this
is.
dude's
He's
like
not
7 foot
huge.
tall.
He's
Since I
a
remember
little-
him being kind of small.
Yeah.
I know.
He's
Yeah,
a little
he's a
kid.
big
He's
dude.
maybe 19.
Jesus,
He's the same age as Melody.
is he hot? I'm just
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, he
But
So
he
is
is.
Ember.
19
Ember's
isn't a
18.
That's right. I know. I was kidding.
Be nice to the
My
small
apologies.
kings.
Short kings.
Yes. Every D&D group has.
Alright, so
I feel like he's short, but he's still a little bit taller than Melody, so she's
We
like,
can-
ooh, he's tall.
you guys want
He's
some?
like
She-
half an inch taller
She's
than you.
5'3", so he could be like 5'5", and she's like, ooh.
Do we want some of the food from the tent? I kind of don't want to take it from the people who have been
Yeah,
working hard.
same.
Yeah, but we don't have any money.
We have our cards.
Yeah, but that's we're
Think they're gonna take a Legion
we're
card?
world away. I don't think that's gonna work here.
I have my pounds. Oh, this is America, you friggin'. You don't take my ruples?
There's no conversion.
Get my rubles?
You're at war
Yeah.
right now. With
Here.
no, there's no conversion.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll eat a tasty bear. I'll
Is
use
there an
whatever.
ATM
I'll use whatever
nearby?
horrible
As you turn
monster
into
I turn
Tiamat, the
into.
god of the hells.
Yeah, to scare away
You can
the.
do that?
I'll scare away
I
the
roll a die on the
vendors.
table.
We got such a good deal on these gummies.
I'll scare away the
TW
vendors.
had a parole officer there for a reason. He shouldn't be selling most of
We
this
need
stuff.
to go back there.
Well,
He's
he's been freaking drafted.
Right.
He could be dead.
Oh, that's right. Like his niece is running.
His niece was running it because he got drafted. Or no, he got drafted. He ran from the draft.
We have to
so
stop
he's
this
just out
war,
in the
or
I was gonna say, I
TW
can't
will
imagine
never
TW on the
return.
front line.
No, he fucked right off.
Oh shit.
He abandoned his line of duty.
Donald Trump did. Get
He
out
dodged
of here.
that draft.
It's like
He's
George,
like,
that's George
"Ooh."
Bush. I'm
He's like,
happily
"Ooh, I have
found the most of
flat
my country, but
feet."
this letter from my daddy says I don't got to go.
Oh yeah, I have my cat with me. I forgot.
Oh yes, describe your cat.
You have a cat?
She looks like a fiery little cat. She's kind of translucent.
Is he screaming?
Translucent? Like we can see her organs?
spirit.
Transparent. Transparent.
She's opaque.
Jeez, phrasing's important.
She's like frosted
Whatever.
glass.
Yeah, but like if it was on fire.
Cat or cake?
She's like that.
Cat.
Why not both?
Is it cake?
There's a cat in the
I
cat.
think I have a thing on my page that I have a picture of her.
This
Oh,
light
I
is
named her
aggressive.
something. I forgot.
You're outside in
Wow.
the daytime.
Hurts.
Yeah, bright to be outside.
Oh yeah, I named
Where
her.
are my
You little fire kitty. Meow.
It's a cat. Oh, it's on fire.
Okay, is anybody who all's
It is
going
fire.
shopping for groshing? Is anybody going with Amba? Or you just letting him do his thing?
What's he doing?
He's going to find someone to repair his helmet.
I don't trust him. I'm following him.
I mean,
No. Okay.
whoever
I'll
is
get-
repairing its helmet might also have a way to get to a
trust me.
MAD if that's what you're interested in.
I mean, I'm not really interested. I was just like looking to see if there was like anything like exotic here, like anything
Like
that I couldn't
tigers?
necessarily get at home. No.
Like displacer beasts, Melody.
Do you want like a Siberian tiger?
No, I was talking about like a
Probably all
belt
sorts
that
of
I could put on my
contraband
arm.
here, I'm sure
No.
we get a hold of it.
Oh my god. No,
Not always
we have
carries
to start a
protection.
Tiger King zoo.
Taylor, we can't afford it. We would never financially recover from that.
I'll never financially recover from this.
Does that make
Oh, I want to watch it again.
Does that make nameless Carol Baskin?
Yes.
No,
Oh!
he's the doctor guy. He's the freaking that cult guy,
Oh, okay.
I think.
So who's Carol Baskin? Crest.
Terminal.
Nameless. No, wait. Sorry.
We already
Match.
said that. No.
Match is back. We gotta
Carol
get.
Baskin.
We got that
We
damn
gotta
match.
get Carol Baskin.
None of this lines up. This doesn't make any sense.
I feel like out of people that like we interact with regularly, it's got to be like Amba. You know?
Almost Carol Baskin.
Amba is now Carol Baskin.
It just changes depending on who we're talking
But then
to.
who's who would be the Joe Exotic to Amba's Carol Baskin?
Melody.
You
Duh.
Joe Exotic?
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, she kind of looks like
I don't know.
I would like to go and buy a
Little
tiger
red
print
Okay,
outfit
we need it.
immediately.
All right, so Melody, are you gonna go with Amba?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Makes sense. Maybe jog his memory a little bit. But
Okay.
I'm not confident in that, but I'm gonna make sure
He
he
points
doesn't.
you in the way of a farmer's market, and you
I'm
have.
gonna say provisions and clothes.
This is
yeah, we need clothing.
the way the city is structured is far different than anything you've ever been before. It's
Amber
so
Bunny and outfit.
chaotic.
So
Yeah, I got you.
vertical.
There's so many people like running around with carts filled with stuff. There's beggars. There's
Is it any-
people waving things out of their freaking weird metal houses.
Is it anything like? Because I don't think we ever settled like where I grew up. We just said Malik in general.
Excuse me.
You spent the majority of your life in the capital, but we can discuss
Okay.
where you were born. It probably wasn't here, because
Okay.
to get to Molandar, you'd have to cross dead country, and
Okay.
it's not easy for refugees.
So would this be at all similar to like the way that Malandar like is set up ish at all?
Molandar is definitely more aggressive.
Okay.
Like, maybe the outskirts are more like this, but downtown has much more of a metropolis feel.
I've always thought of Malandar when we talked about like my character creation as like late 1700s London, as like they're just kids who are homeless trying to steal bread and then get killed.
That's just what it is. That's
Okay.
honestly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like Jack
And
the
some of
Ripper's
them
just like
are
going around and killing
wizards.
people, and everyone's just like, we don't know what's happening.
Just like, man, I'm just glad we're not the French. Am I right?
Got
That the officials are killing them.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so eventually you guys make your way into
Make
this
it away.
this sprawling farmers market. In here you see there's hundreds of stalls set up, and you see just the variety of these salesmen here. Barely any humanity here. The majority of them are goblin
You gotta
folk
do it.
that are manning these stalls that are filled with like rotten meats and like accrued freaking grains that have been scavenged from outside the city. Some people are the more luxurious, like maybe you'd find a wood elf or whatnot, is dealing with cheeses. Those in those stalls tend to go relatively fast. Cheese is more of a luxury, and so people that put those up alongside the goblin folk are kind of seen as dicks. They're like, really, you're gonna steal our business? And
Yeah.
so those guys don't stick around for too long.
Okay.
But all of these different type of folly folk are really running these markets here.
I feel like I would probably try to find like rice and beans, things that like have a really long shelf life. that-
You notice there's no canned foods here, as though that takes a certain type of
Even just like
processing
dry
to work
beans or
with.
something.
You do find a good set of rice
Okay.
from one of the purveyors here. He sells them by the by either by the team, no, by these little bags, or you can actually have big burlap sacks that are you can buy wholesale off of. He sells those, and he sells herbs as well. It's this kind of a very elderly goblin that's just has this just black smile and empty eyes. You can tell that this is all she does.
Okay. I'll walk up to that one. Hello.
Yes. She responds in Eastern Folly.
Okay. Is that what I know?
Do you understand?
Let me look. I can never remember which one I know. I do know Eastern Folly.
Okay. Yes. Care to try some of our rice today?
That'd be great.
All right. We offer a sample.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
small little paper cup is turned upwards here, boiled and preserved.
Thank you so much. Toss it back.
It's rice. I mean, it's decently prepared, but it's
this
rice.
is great. I can tell that you soaked the rice a little bit before cooking it, so I got a lot of the stock.
My tribe owns several of the paddies southeast of the desert. We travel many miles each morning to sell to you.
I appreciate
For
that.
you, I have a great deal.
Alright.
Sounds like you're about to get scammed, bro.
For a single bag, I will charge 8. But for 2, 10.
Alright.
8 rupees.
I find paying for stuff with just plain money
Pay for stuff.
kind of a boring game. What interests you outside of money?
Oh, a barterer. Oh, very interesting. Do you happen to have children?
I do not have any children, no.
The farm needs the work, and
Holy
they blend
shit.
in with goblin kind very well.
That's fair.
Maud is relatively close by. He'll like step behind a building, shapeshift into a child, and step up close to Beck and be like, "Daddy."
You see a lot of interested goblins.
Oh,
Like one of them just licking his lips.
You look at
Okay,
me like yourself.
okay,
Little
riddle
boy,
me.
come here!
Okay, but riddle me this. Steal the mimics and offer them up.
Yeah.
As
Oh
payment.
no, that's terrible. No, they wouldn't want the
Killing
mimics.
me.
I don't think so. No. No. So this is. I mean, you would know that it's me
Okay.
because like my clothes would be like falling
Okay.
off of me. So,
why we need clothes.
I would
Like
turn
this
around.
poor child needs a tailor.
I would turn around. I would turn around
I
and be
will give
like,
you the tailor.
I'd turn around and be like,
That's
go back
actually
to your
true.
mom.
oh,
Just like-
no, I wanna have.
No, go back to your mom. I like
Oh,
kick.
please
I kick
stay.
sand at you.
I go
Go
back.
back to your mom.
I go back. I go back behind the building and I change back.
I can offer you some very high quality crossbow bolts from the Legion itself, straight as an arrow.
The bolts. Do the guards know that you carry these?
Look at what I'm wearing. I can do whatever.
You see her empty stare focus, and it's clear she has terrible eyesight. She's focusing here, and then her eyes just go wide, and so she's like, "Oh, I fucked up." Oh, but if this is about the taxes,
No, nothing about that. I just
please, as the savior of our great nation, take this bag on the house.
I couldn't possibly take it on the house.
Please, you've given me more business this last half a month than I've ever seen.
Crossbow bolts. And I thank you for your donation to the cause.
Thank you for risking your life for us. Oh my god. You see
Alright.
just a bead of sweat roll down her head.
Okay. Like nervous
You should
sweat.
have just
Oh,
let
yeah.
this goblin eat Maud.
Alright, I'll just like walk away with my big bag of rice, just like, I did it.
What's her like stand look like? Like her, is it like beaten down?
It's like a lemonade stand that it's, you know, like most farmers like have the cart behind it. It has this one of those carts that you reel like this, stationed up behind you with bags on bags of this rice behind it, and then this table stand that just has a fold-out sign, a triangle sign that says rice on it.
Does it look like beaten down, like old, or is it like?
I mean, there's no quality lumber in the assembly. There's very few trees. So it's warped and it's timber. It's
Can I-
petrified to a point.
Can I oh, you said like petrified. I was gonna say,
It
can I
has to be, otherwise it would
yeah.
not last.
Okay.
Probably was just
So
rocks.
I couldn't mend her table or anything. Like just make it nicer.
Sure.
As a
If you're just
gesture.
doing a main aesthetic kind of thing, you
Uh-huh.
walk up and just for no reason.
I just run my hand across it. As
You
I
take
follow
the
back
freaking
in.
strange 5-degree angle out of this table, and so now the bags don't roll off.
Yeah.
She's like,
Have a good day.
sorcery!
What is she yelling at me?
You understand Eastern Fall?
Nope.
I was just random panic.
I just-
like, oh,
I just,
hide
like,
the coin!
I just put my hand on the table and be like, that's just a little gesture to thank you for your donation to the assembly.
Oh, she's with you. My
She's with
eyesight. I
It's
apologize.
okay. No worries.
Does she hate me?
Scared.
Like, fuck up.
Alright.
In
It was
retrospect,
scared
makes
the
no
shit
sense that Maud tried to impersonate a child.
Maud,
Because
as
he
you,
had no idea what.
as you transform back into normal and you're starting to walk back to your little hidey hole, some freaking dude, you accidentally shoulder check this guy that's
Oh, no.
walking past
Yeah.
you, this kind of lanky fellow that you hit, and his shoulder has a crazy amount of give to it for someone walking with the purpose that he has.
Oh, he just
Makes us
disintegrated a
jealous.
little bit. Oh, okay.
Because when he turns and looks at you, he has a mask over his face and a hood over. But the 0 eyes in his skull give you concern.
Oh.
He reeks of death.
Oh.
He stares at you and then continues on his way.
Is he offering people to punch him for money?
Maud, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Sure.
Oh, he's gonna fucking.
This is.
Maud's a zombie now.
He's giving him the black spot.
Black spot. Alright, let's see here. That's a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
God damn
You're
it.
like, what the hell? That was a zombie.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Zombie.
If you guys want to roll, but you don't really have any. If you just want to check out the surrounding
Yeah.
area.
Because I might see if there's any other
Oh yeah, I'm looking for clothes.
dried meats or something that might not be
Ooh,
super
are
good.
is there any fruit, like grapes or wine even, any alcohol?
There are lots of dried fruits that are kept. Stuff that is well salted and preserved to keep it from rotting to last longer.
Damn it.
I got a 6.
So you'll have lots of, I don't know, there may be jars of olives, maybe some cucumbers here or there.
Some dates.
They're not great looking,
I'd love a date.
but
You'll
if
never get
it's
dates.
vegetables and it's nutrition. So you got what?
Okay.
I got 6.
6. Did you roll?
13.
Okay. With the 13, you might notice there are, as you're looking, you manage to catch Maud get shoulder checked, and just this kind of stare off they have at each other, and it's one of those moments that kind of clicks at you, and you look around, there's a lot of figures like this staring at you. There's these hooded folk just standing in the crowd looking at you all.
I think we need to make ourselves scarce.
Alright.
I don't know what's going on.
I might. With my perception check, did I find any dried meat stands?
With a 6?
Yeah.
Meats. Oh, there's no way they sell meats at this market. Meats very hard to come by. Well, it'd be not in this area. You'd have to travel where they're not stationed near the goblins because meat's very expensive.
Okay.
But honestly, even if you travel around here, the meats aren't selling as fast as they usually do. And it honestly looks like the people here are kind of struggling to get rid of it, which is odd.
Okay. Cool. We can. Actually, I'll go to Melody and be like,
Melody is with
or
you.
sorry,
Amba.
to Aunt Ember,
Mm-hmm.
and say, are we thinking we need to get out now, or can I talk to a couple people around here first.
We're being watched.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, like, does it feel like aggressive watching or just kind of watching?
There's quite a few people watching us. We definitely stand out,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's a good thing.
So we should probably get going.
I think so.
Okay.
I know we need to get vouchers and shit, but maybe we can. Can we find a shop for clothes real quick and maybe change?
There is
I honestly-
fabric shops at this market, but if you want to actually look for a real clothes store, you probably have to go back downtown. Which, in theory, you can. It just take a little longer.
Because that's probably where they are, right?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
we'll
they're
be heading that
downtown.
way, and yeah, let's just head up and meet our buddies.
If we're being watched, just be prepared to fight. I'll just like
Hate
have
that
the
it's
rice
a
in
white-
one hand and just like my hand on my rapier with the other, just kind of ready just in case something were to.
Surprisingly enough, you make it out without any confrontation. And
Good.
back there, you don't seem to notice anything else suspicious.
Do I see, like, as we're like making ourselves scarce, and like I see one of these people, I just kind of want to squint at them to make it known, like, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're looking at us.
And as
And
it
we're leaving.
stares back with hollow eyes,
Fucking creepy.
Ugh,
it turns and walks away.
I'm so afraid.
Alright.
Great.
Well, did you need anything else while we were there?
Do you have all your stuff?
Do I have all my stuff?
Did they like
What are
pickpocket
you
you or
doing with all our
something?
stuff?
Well, I mean, I can check. I mean, can I do like a?
You can make a perception check to look through your belongings.
Sure.
You got your fucking stuff in
It's
your
11.
pockets.
11.
Yeah, I haven't been rolling great tonight.
All of your main equipment's still on hand. If something was pickpocketed off you, it must have been inconsequential. But you don't notice anything.
My watch.
None of my
Wait, I wasn't wearing one.
cartridges or whatever.
You consider that a part of your equipment. So
I would assume so.
Okay.
You,
Just making
make
but
sure.
unless you're looking for something specific, that
Okay.
roll will get you that.
Cool. Okay.
So we head back.
What about the gem that I got from Terminal?
You look for the gem.
Yeah.
Son of a
It's
bitch.
crazy. It's not in there.
Cool. When
Good
what
call,
what
Kyle. Good
huh?
call. Good
Yeah.
call.
What direction did the what direction did
You
the
rolled a 3. I'm sorry.
He said this gem that I just remembered existed is gone.
It's crazy. This I
No,
was
maybe he just didn't find it.
This
Maybe
sapphire.
he just didn't find it.
no, I mean I had it in my inventory.
He has a hole in his pocket. He's like, fuck.
Well, roll investigation.
bell.
Maybe you did miss it.
No, it's fine.
I
What?
frisk Maud real fast.
And you
That's weird.
get all up in his junk.
You find his jewels.
Yeah. He just had one.
That's crazy.
Weird.
So what direction did this figure go off in after?
I mean, he was walking the opposite way from where you were standing at the time, so it would have been further into the farmer's market.
Okay. I'll stop the rest of the group as they're like wanting to go in. I'll say, hey, we need to go back.
Why?
I believe I was just pickpocketed and I only just realized it.
Alright.
We're gonna have a fucking fight.
Yeah, no, well, you know what? This is pretty important, so she probably
I pull out my phone
I'm
and
not fighting.
try to text Melody if we have any service.
Oh yeah, do we have service here?
No.
Damn it!
I don't know what you
Oh
expect.
no, we're across the ocean.
Yeah, it's
do
like
I have any
you're
way?
in a country that's at war with your cell service.
I hate the consequences of my own actions.
You didn't cause the war, although you are a key
No, us
player in it.
being here.
Oh yeah.
That's
So-
not even my fault either. It's fucking Amba. Anyway.
So, and we don't have any way to
Yeah,
contact
bitch.
Melody otherwise with like sending stones or anything.
Aside, unless you have one of hostile sending stones.
I do. I have 2 of his sending
You
stones.
have two.
You know
in
what?
my inventory.
Damn it.
Give me one. So
I didn't even know if it works though, because it's only as long as he holds the spell on him.
Well, no, they work indefinitely.
You gotta. They're like walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I
they just.
thought it was
It's a
only-
part of his artificer.
Yeah.
That he created.
It's like, I mean, he could have destroyed it to like
Yeah, that's what.
confuse something else, but
Yeah,
So at any point they could just
they
disappear.
just stop. They
stones at a certain point.
Do they still work? I'll like here, hold this.
I mean, you didn't give. Oh, yeah.
Do that
you
to
would
the-
be able to.
I would.
It
Yeah.
works?
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So it works?
Yep.
Get
Thanks,
the
Hostile.
feeling hostile is dealing with something a little bit bigger than artificing right now.
I wonder what that could be.
Okay.
Alright, will you guys?
Speaking
Will,
of
will, you
which,
guys- will, yeah, will you guys help me?
Yep.
Yeah.
speaking
Okay.
of which, back in town, Melody and Amba enter this
Maybe I'll run into town and try to find them and get to them.
enter this tented workshop carpentry area here. I fucked up.
It's like watching like a music video about us.
I thought I had it in here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
This is probably it. Let's not yeah, the specific scene.
Oh.
Inside this ramshackle shop, you see this sweaty, overall-wearing hobgoblin with his ears banded back behind his head so they don't drip sweat onto what he's working on here. And you see him here wringing out this huge piece of aluminum here, like trying to straighten it out so that he can warp it into something else here. As he's in here, he's hammering the edges of it here, and there's sweat flying everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Sounds like the ear sweating disturbs me.
And then he looks up and goes, "Do my eyes deceive me? Is that the Amba?
The Yamba.
The Amba!"
Why are you popular?
And he goes like, "Ah, my boy Truce, good to see you. It has been how many months?" He's like, "Oh, I thought you had died for sure when the war broke out. You're one saucy fuck. You'll last through arms and thicks.
Saucy.
How can I help you back today? Were you looking for new armaments, my crippled friend?" He's like, "No, nothing of that sort today. I seem to have gotten into some trouble with some associates. I have, well, you remember this, right?" He's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch.
Why did he call you?
This was my greatest work, you know. Nothing fuses quite to those shoulders like this in you. They should not have been able to crack over a drop. I used my finest alloy. What kind of monstrous mess did you get in, good sir?" "Well, something that involves high caliber, let's just say that. I mean, I'm alive, that's all that matters. And I got the coin, so whether or not we make like old chums and exchange some pleasantries while you get to hammering, okay? Oh, also, if you don't mind, you still have that, well, station still installed?" She's like, "I always do. Ever since, your faction reached out to me, it would be stupid of me to take it down." And he goes, "Alright, perfect, because I will need a charge as well. I will be happy to tip extra if you let me borrow it for a few." He's like, "Yes, it is just in the back. I will go and grab it." And he rushes off here.
Why did he call you crippled?
What do you mean?
You said my crippled friend.
Oh, well. This job of mine requires a lot of commitment, let's just say. It's at this point he brings back this hulking box here with these suction cup kind of curved cylinder parts in here, and it's just riddled with like these circuitries. And he's like, "Alright, this will only take a few." And he removes his arm. The arm with the device on it.
Armba.
And he hands it to Truce, which grabs it and puts it on the charging block. "I was willing to sacrifice a lot to win this war. To create a device that only I can use. Well, it's useful."
I remember that.
You look upset.
I mean, to see my friend mutilated for any cause, yeah, it's upsetting.
You're still on that, are you?
What, am I just supposed to forget it?
Yep. You're right. Probably shouldn't gesticulate with that hand while I'm.
He
You're
just,
right.
he just nub.
All of your arguments are sound. I just feel bad that I cannot commiserate.
Well, I mean,
I must.
you could try harder.
Was I? I mean, heck, I must have been some sort of nice.
I used to be. I say.
That's not the
I
way
say
to
it-
talk.
I know.
Come on, I
say
still
that
got cordials left in this bag of bones here. And some tricks up my sleeve, if you know what I'm saying. And he gestures to his armless self.
That was really bad.
Does it joke?
I think I just took psychic damage because of that.
It should take a few hours to charge this up, but it kind of runs like an alternator in the car. As long as I keep its usage to a, well, not an extreme, it shouldn't run out again. Having to teleport across the planet kind of did a number on it. As well as protecting us from high caliber rounds. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't give out earlier. But either way, once I am fully back up and repaired, we can get to the brass tacks of things, and I can finally be useful to you all. You still seem upset.
Well, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be.
I'm sorry. Okay. This cannot be helpful for either of us. I'm curious just as much as you are as to what is affecting me. I don't appreciate my memories being modified, and
I mean, I have a pretty good idea. I think it has to do with Match.
is there anything I can do to help you tell me where he is?
I don't know where he is.
Make a deception check.
I don't!
You do! You guys figured that out 2 episodes ago.
Well, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Well, you made a clever inference. It's the don't trust me door.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, but we couldn't get to him. So,
You know where he is, though.
so we really don't know where he is.
But you have something.
Yeah.
17.
After all this trouble that you've put up to defy it, it makes it very hard to believe.
Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to trust you either. If Match wanted you to know where he was, Mary, don't you think you would know where he was?
And you see, once again, as he starts to think of this, just a hint of static hits his eyes. It's not important whether he wants me to know something.
I want to, like, grab his face when that happens and try to, like, look in his eyes and, like,
Kiss me.
Shit.
Is it a 16 hit?
yeah.
He slaps your hands off of
What
you.
the fuck?
Do not touch me. I'm already confused enough as it is.
But he doesn't
I'm
have an
trying
arm.
to help
Sorry,
you.
other arm.
He hit you with his nub.
I'm trying to help you.
When
I just said that, something fucking weird happened in your eyes.
I told you, I had to make sacrifices.
What does that mean?
It means. And
Other
you
than
see,
this.
you see him swallow a piece of it. If talking to you, would telling you help you trust me a bit more?
Maybe. I mean, it depends on what you say, but.
He looks a bit guilty at this point. Committing your life to a job like this isn't easy for someone like me. I'll do anything to make it easier. And now I don't hesitate.
Did you voluntarily?
I don't know.
remember. What I do remember is things used to matter. Now all that matters is getting the job done. I'm terribly sorry for what I've done to you and our relationship. If I could fix it right now, I would. But as of now, I'm Amba. Whoever Merrick is whoever Merrick is.
Okay, well then maybe you should have Aramel start calling you a different name, and then maybe it would be a little bit easier to
I think you
differentiate.
misunderstand my relationship with Aramel. Aramel might as well be my dad. He can call me whatever he wants.
Okay, and there was once a time where we were.
Where I call you.
Yeah, where you're my daddy. No, I didn't.
Yeah!
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm
Alright! Roll the credits, don't trust me's over. I killed everyone off. Cringe killed everyone.
Gross.
I need to
I'm
start
just
playing the
kidding.
hint on my music.
I'm just kidding. I would
God
never
damn
say
it.
that. I would never say
I
that.
love that.
I couldn't resist.
Why?
No, the hijinks are meta, not in game,
I
so don't play the
couldn't
games with
resist it. I
music.
couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. There was a time where you were like a brother to me. Does that mean anything to you? Obviously not, because you don't even remember.
You
Okay,
see,
but Aramel can call you whatever he wants.
you see there's actual frustration, not towards you, just at the situation. He's being accosted here for something he has no control over.
I feel like
and
he
it's
like
very,
Elena himself.
It kind of seems like that. You get the
It's
feeling,
emotional.
at least from the conversation, that he might have been given an offer to make this whole thing easier. What are you thinking about?
How do we call an Ord?
You're overthinking this, Kayla. Remember, Silence said there was no Horde presence on him.
No, I didn't remember.
That just happened.
Ah, I'm confused.
Not an Horde.
Well, no.
Although I do appreciate your memory on that.
Oh yeah, I thought maybe he made a deal with consequence.
No, he would have to have been in New Atlanta to do that.
I'm just so confused about all of the static shit. Because I thought we fixed it, but clearly we didn't fully fix it.
That's the thing here. Make
Ow.
an investigation check for me.
Oh, but I'm so stupid.
You're trying to figure out an intellectual problem.
God, I'm so stupid. 6.
That's the one thing you can't. I mean, just it's the obvious thing. His powers shouldn't be able to work if he's relying off of the static to be able to get this going, especially like even with the eye stuff. And you're like, I still don't understand why. But other than that, you can't really glean any
Well, I don't think you
specific things.
I don't think you would tell me. I mean, are you interested in remembering?
Of course, I'm interested.
Okay,
Our
well then-
conversations would be so much more interesting.
Okay, well then, why don't we work together in trying to fix it?
That is what I want. Because I'm worried if I fix it, none of this matters anymore.
I think.
I've come so far.
Well, it's not like it's gonna revert everything that has
I
happened.
don't know that. Is the thing. I don't know. It is a risk.
Okay, but if I can, you say I don't understand what it's like to commit to a cause, to commit to a job, to care about something that's your full focus. I joined the Legion, the fucking corrupt ass government, to look for you.
I did not ask you to do that.
I know you didn't, but here we are. So yeah, I know what it means to fight for a cause, and whether you want it or not, you've been my cause. So it would be nice if we could at least attempt to fix it, and then if you fix your brain and still tell me to fuck off, then cool, I'll fuck off. But this, whatever you're doing right now, sucks. You didn't used to be a dick. Used to be a silly guy. We'd have corn dogs and play cards, and you taught me a whole other language. And I taught you what it's like to not be alone anymore, and then you were just gone. And that's fine, okay? Apparently Match is very persuasive.
I wish I remembered him to know.
I wish I'm making some assumptions. But all I know is...
I want to go ahead and let you know this right now. And this is something that's been egging me on since I figured out this whole mess was going on. Whatever I sacrificed must have been worth losing you.
Wow.
And so, at the end of the day, I want you to understand that if the problem is undone. I am being as honest as I can.
I mean...
It is a thought, and I know you do not like it, but the facts are the facts. I'm sorry.
Facts don't care about your feelings, Melody.
Got him. So good.
You guys aren't even here. Fuck off.
Not yet.
Well, this is going to take some time. Do you want to convene with our friends to see what is
Yes.
happening?
Matt, did I tell him already about me seeing him in Silhouette City?
Yeah, you had to have mentioned it.
Okay, I just couldn't remember.
I think you did during our last session there, but it's all mumbo jumbo to him. None of that means anything.
Well, yeah, but I'm just wondering if that's where the other part of him... I mean, that's clearly where the other part... But I don't know why it's still there. I don't know why it's still there.
That is the question.
Maybe we'll go back and Aramel will fix my screw. Maybe his little wooden men will have created a screw for me.
A wooden screw. This seems like the better place to do it than some dude who works with wood.
I think
He is a mere carpenter.
Aramel as an ally to Amba would be a little bit worse than this bartender or this mechanic that's an ally to Amba.
For sure.
He didn't keep my radio, right?
No,
No.
he just sent his dudes looking through his hoard of scrap.
Okay, well then while I'm here, can I ask your friend a question?
Like, it's a business, you ask him whatever.
Okay, where is he? What's his name?
He's working on the helmet. He's facing away his truce.
Hey, Truce. Hi, Melody. Truce.
No, none of that
What?
CH stuff. Truce.
Truce. I thought that's what I was saying.
God, foreigners.
Okay, but I can speak to him in Malik, so I will do that, even though it sounds bad.
He's
but,
speaking Malik.
Although
it's not his first language. You can tell it's still a little rough.
well, we're both speaking rough. It's like
It's like
You're
Cloudman
like-
on Cloudman.
You're like, can screw I fix need help?
okay, so I'm gonna point and I'm gonna say I'm missing a screw. Would you
Yeah,
be
you
able
are.
to fix that?
Yes, we sell those right here in the store.
Slay!
It is a great thing that we can provide for you, considering if you have the grass,
The what?
the change.
Like grass?
He looks over at Amba. He's like, "Is your friend broke? I thought we had something going here."
Well, I have. Hold on.
You have Malik? Or you have Legion money?
I have like regular like money, and then I have my credit card. I could sing you a song and give you help. I could play you an automaton
I'm listening.
and give you confidence.
Yes, please play
I do enjoy
that fucking
confidence.
thing.
I could give you a little smoochy smooch.
All right, I'm a
Just for
married
fun.
man. None of that.
Show him your card.
I'll give you a blowy
I-
on the back.
I'll play the dirty trombone on you if you know.
I also have.
guy the ass not even have the common decency to give a reach around.
Bullshit, I've been doing this. Don't fall through a garden hose.
I don't know the stock shit that high.
Where are you from, Private? Texas, sir. Texas. Only two things come out of Texas. And that's steers and queers. You sure don't have horns to me.
It's the only good part of that whole movie, by the way.
And it's just
Sucked.
really sad.
And then
after it.
Pyle kills himself, and you're like, okay, I'm
I
done
don't
with
know
this
what. Yeah, I
movie.
stopped the movie. Like I don't give a hell about the rest of the
Yep,
movie.
I watched the whole thing.
All right, we gotta go.
So yeah, I can play this. I'm gonna get out the tomatone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The automatone's gonna give him a blowjob.
Roll a performance check for me, please.
Hey, well, we need to get you.
Grab more ice while you do this.
I have one.
Describe your song to the
You
group.
should bring it so Kayla can use it.
That's Liam's.
Fuck yeah.
So you don't have one, Liam has one.
Yeah, this is a Christmas present. I bought
Does
it.
he play it?
It needs batteries replaced because he wanted to play it over the weekend because like we were cleaning his room and we found
Oh,
that.
I did really good on this.
I really want to get you one as an early birthday present because I think it'd be so fucking funny.
I got a 31 on that.
Hell yeah! You rock the shit out of
On
that thing.
Other hand, you could just get a shirt.
On the Amba hand. What does it
On
say?
the Amba hand, shut up.
Thank you, Kyle. What's it say? I destroy. You destroy silence?
Wow.
Mom's gonna be so mad.
Yeah, but
What,
how
what
much
a
is
weirdly
it?
fitting shirt.
What?
How much are they?
The shirt?
No.
Yeah, Tomatone?
$40
Yeah.
on sale. Usually 50.
What?
I remember when we got.
I got a 31, Andrew.
Also, check out this shirt.
Yeah, look at this shirt that Dante found.
I don't know.
I distress. No!
I was like, Mom's gonna be so mad.
This weird guy who hangs out in my pocket. No!
He can't dream anymore.
The guy on my Prince Albert.
You just. Oh, it was on your Prince Albert, so this dude just fell up your dick to steal the sapphire.
Okay.
He's like, ooh, good stuff's in
It was
here.
the stone on his.
You see a tear roll out of his eye here, and he's like, I have not thought about Nana for years. What do you need? A simple screw will not repair the hole in my heart, but it might repair the hole in your radiator. And he hands you this ornate, weirdly designed screw.
Okay.
You twist it by hand. You
I don't know. Can you help me put it in, please?
I'm just a frail old lady. I need some help with this screw.
He can easily do that for you.
Okay.
So by adding in this last part here, you have finished reassembling it.
Okay.
Errol's gonna be so mad at you.
I'm gonna cast sending to Aramel.
Okay.
He just found the screw.
You're like, finally, this took like 8 spells slots to find.
Oh,
I had to keep casting dominate person to control this thing.
I used a goddamn wish spell on this screw for you.
I was saving that for my immortality, but finally.
I'm gonna cast sending to Aramel, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, it's Melody.
That means he's almost
So
level 20.
stupid.
I went
Oh,
to a store."
In context of this guy, it's laughable. Keep going, sorry. You went to a store?
And I found the screw that I need. Thank you for looking anyway. You're the best dude.
Probably for the best. Don't keep much scrap around. But you do you.
Love him.
Old ass
Thank you for
man.
introducing. Very polite.
Text back, I love you.
Caleb,
I love you, bye.
Okay. So, now that you've gotten this freaking decade-long quest solved,
Yeah,
Yay! I
holy
tried to turn
shit.
it
I'm
on.
like, I swear if she doesn't ask this fucking mechanic for a screw, I'm gonna be so
You
annoyed.
seemed very happy. Like there was a lot of happiness behind the shopkeep's. Yes, we have that screw.
She could have waited for Broadway to reassemble it, but no. She could have asked for one of these tools from the exit when she was asking for all these different pieces of equipment, but no. She could. We could have got it from Airmill.
I don't know. I really thought for some reason that it was so elusive that nobody would have it.
The tools in the facility where he was working on all this stuff was Malik. You could have rolled and got it from there.
Well, I got it now.
Cool.
Cool.
Turning it on.
You turn it on.
Yeah.
And as a
Just
familiar
like how you
yet
turn on a woman. Just like this.
You go, bing.
Another familiar yet terrible noise echoes through this device, just this droning emptiness.
Nice. I love this song.
It's my jam.
And it drones on for minutes, nothing.
Nothing. No words.
Maybe you should try using a radio that relies on distance, not halfway across the world from the tower.
The sound sounds familiar. It's the sound of a malleable signal.
Do you have the joy silver thing?
Yeah, you said you did. It's in your inventory.
The what thing?
The static grabber?
You do?
I'm gonna whip it out! I'm gonna say, hold this! I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna whip it out.
It's over.
Then she grabs her gun.
Sorry, it's over.
This is probably how we get in the door. I bet this is how we get in the door.
Probably.
Maybe.
What do you do?
I'm gonna turn it on. And try to.
Okay, so you turn on, and
Try to
what are you
do it.
doing with it?
I don't fucking remember how it works. Melody would remember how it works, but
You just have to point it at
You
it.
need to be able to see the signal, though.
well, we can't because it's just picking it up.
Well, you don't see the signal. So what do you do?
Sorry. Do we need to put his little helmet on?
Make an investigation
Okay,
check.
thank
for me,
you.
please.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's been so long. It's 12.
Let's say that's good enough.
Okay, I was like, can Merrick help me?
I mean, it's a simple matter of checking the device. You remember,
Oh, we have to like turn on like the
they're
different levels.
simply hollow inside. Why would it be hollow? Because this thing isn't a radio. You pull open the back and you see it. 1 inch by 1 inch of malleable signal is resting, vibrating ferociously in the center of the box. And now the sound of the static is twice as loud. It wasn't coming from the signal. It was coming from inside the box.
What's in the box?
What in the box?
So, can I, use the static grabber now? Well, I feel like I need to do it when you guys are with me.
We were on our way.
But I do really want to just grab him and go!
It's up to you.
Checking again here. You notice that your static grabber doesn't have any power to it. As it was being fueled by the converter.
Okay.
But someone else has the ability.
He does, he has one in his arm.
He can control it with those devices. But it's
He's-
charging right now.
We need to let his arm okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
Okay. And it's eerie having it open in the back and turning it off. It's like it gets sucked into the sides of it.
Ooh, creepy.
So that's what she was hearing every time she tried to listen to it?
How is that possible?
I'm gonna give him like a big wet kiss on the cheek and I'm gonna say, you're a fucking genius.
Who? Merrick?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He said that that's what it sounded like.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what I just worked with this stuff for half a year. It's only natural that I would understand what it sounded like. I'm sorry, but
No, I've been literally
give
trying
me
to
the butterflies. Ooh. I suppose that means we're friends again.
I've been trying to figure out what this was for months. And here's the thing. I had been hearing voices through this.
Mm-hmm.
This belonged to you. You were interacting with this. And I'm like 95% sure you were hearing Match through this when you were staying with me.
Now he's very interested.
So what are you saying?
That this is maybe a connection to Match. I don't know. I think we need to find our friends.
I'm useless until my equipment is fixed.
Well, yeah, no, we're gonna use the fuck out of your equipment to connect with this radio.
Seems to stand silent. He doesn't directly respond to you as you say this. He just is thinking.
Can I like insight?
Yeah.
His expression.
And then we'll jump back to the other group.
Okay, that was good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Is he gonna betray me?
He doesn't look keen on accepting this deal. He knows that he'll get a piece of him back, but he's very on the fence of losing all that he's worked for.
Okay, I'm gonna like pat his chest and I'm gonna say, Amba. That's what you want to be called. You want to find match?
Of course. But will this tell me what a match is, or will it simply give me back what the match took from me?
In the end, this is our lead. I'm not gonna make you do anything you don't want to do. But you fucking owe it. You owe me this. You want to find match? This is the way.
How do I owe you?
This is the way.
How do I owe you? Tell me.
Because before match saved you, I saved you. Whether you remember it or not, and you erased me after that. The least you can do is get me where I need to go.
I don't know the matters of my deal. It was just a theory. We'll see when the time comes.
Not me picking up like fucking command. Static grip. Teleport.
Okay.
But I'm not
Back
gonna
into the group,
modify
you guys
memory his ass
Rush back.
into remembering me.
Oh yeah, that's how friendship works.
I'm gonna Uno reverse what he did.
Back. You guys rush back to the marketplace at this point. What are you guys looking for?
So do we never decided, were we going back for Melody, or were we going back to the farmer's market?
We were heading back to our friends until you said we needed to turn around.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can't find the sapphire.
I
so you
can't
think
find my
it's- so
sapphire.
you think it was
Guys!
We can probably. How far is downtown from?
That's
Oh, yeah.
you didn't walk too terribly far. Maybe it's like 5 minutes.
That's still a lot of times. I mean,
Well, I'm just wondering, could you two potentially track him? I'll sprint as fast as I possibly can to try to get there and at least drop off the sending stone and sprint back.
I mean, maybe, but I think that we should probably take a stealthy approach. And if
Could I have Solara take the stone? My familiar?
Take it.
Yeah, like take the other sending stone and take it to Melody and
You can.
Amba.
Yeah.
So that way we're not.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that Maud and I are gonna be walking into like an outnumbered situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do that.
Cool. Go, kitty, go.
Go get him, girl.
Okay. You send a cat off. Just has a vague notion of where you're going. I'm not sure.
Go find Melody. She knows Melody sent.
In theory, yeah, that works.
yeah,
I'm a smelly girl.
Yeah, she is. She lives in the
Gross.
streets.
So in the crux of
Smells
this dramatic conversation here, just you hear at the corner of the door, and you see just this big mechanic here just let out this loud sneeze. Just no livestock in this door.
Livestock.
The dander causes my nostrils to cry.
are you gonna go investigate?
Stone's just gonna look at it.
Yes.
It's clearly Ember's cat.
Hi, little baby.
You see just in its freaking maw.
Get your mom. What does she have in her mom?
That's sending stone.
I'm gonna pick it. Drop it. Drop it.
It's not a dog.
You gotta.
It drops it and it pisses on it.
No, she doesn't.
Alright.
It's all fire.
She like paws at you.
Alright.
Scratches my face.
No.
So you got the stone.
Okay, I'm
She's
gonna
like a
say,
spirit cat.
hello?
We may have some problems here.
Bro, I have so much shit to tell you. I'm gonna say that at the same time. Like, I have so much shit. Wait, what?
Maud got fucking pickpocketed and we have to go figure out who did it and try to get back the sapphire that he took from something. I don't know if I'm the best one to be carrying
Okay, it
this
sounds like
information
Maud's problem
across.
really doesn't fucking matter. But what you guys need to know is that I fixed my radio.
Great.
No,
This guy's not been on this journey.
So this is like
Good for you,
like
man.
the sending stones basically act as like a speaker, right?
No,
Like a
only each other
walkie-talkie.
can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I couldn't hear
And-
this conversation.
No.
And It's not a radio.
So
It's a valuable signal.
More
okay.
specifically, it's a third avatar storage.
It's a third avatar storage.
Okay.
What's she saying?
Can we get in there?
Well, yeah. Amba Merrick's arm actually functions as a static grabber, basically.
Okay.
It's charging right now, so we can help you look for the
So
stone.
let's take care of this first, and then we can.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you?
Don't forget to tell her we're
Drop your
outnumbered.
pin.
We're in the farmers market.
Drop your pin.
Follow.
We may have a lot of people on our tail.
Well, you just think you're so cool.
I don't
Everybody's
know.
following you.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know why I have this.
All right, we're headed that way.
Okay.
You're the one who took it and started talking, bro.
I already had this.
Yeah, but I mean, you
Oh,
could
yeah,
have
'cause I
passed it
gave
to
it
either of
mine.
us.
Yeah. Why
Well,
do you
this-
look so distressed? What's wrong?
Her radio got fixed. Is that a big deal?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, she seems to think it is.
Hey,
She
fuck
said
you
that
guys.
it's like a malleable signal inside.
Fucking knew it.
And there's another
Did you?
avatar storage.
Not that it
inside.
was, but that there had to be remnants left. That's why I kept saying, like, as far as we know,
Yeah.
we destroyed it. But I'm like, the way that he's acting, ugh.
Well,
That's all
that is a
CJ,
pretty
that's
big
all
deal. But yeah,
CJ.
we should probably solve this problem, and then
Yeah, let's
before
go
doing
find your fucking
celebrating.
sapphire. But
It's
just
probably
remembered
important.
it and then we lose it.
Yeah.
Like, what are the fucking chances?
I know that was odd that you guys remembered that. I was like, man, I had this plan for a while to get that grab.
I mean,
and
you
knew
literally-
Kyle wouldn't have remembered it. So
You literally mentioned it, so
Well, it came up in the conversation with Terminal.
Yes.
yeah, right.
Alright, so let's go figure out which one of these eyeless people have your sapphire.
Sure, I'll just start
do
by
that.
going in the general direction that I saw
Oh,
the fucker
hey!
that bumped into
Actually,
me go.
yeah.
How long
once
did
we
it take us to
get.
get to them?
5 minutes is what I said.
Hold on, I think I have it. Hold on. I'm gonna
That's
make sure
a
it's the
long
right-
time in
I
combat.
have a locate spell. Hold on.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it's locate creature.
We don't know that there's not a little bug inside there or something.
It's just the freaking amber from Jurassic Park.
It's got a little mosquito in it, like 60 million years ago.
Yeah, can I actually go ahead and well? Yeah, I wish it was locate object, not creature. We could still try it though. Yeah, can I cast locate creature?
Yeah, try to locate the person.
It says describe or name a creature that's familiar to you. It's not really familiar to me, but I mean I got a good look at him. I feel.
Sure.
So long. Let me see. It can locate a specific creature known to me or the nearest creature of a specific kind, so long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 feet at least once.
Oh yeah, you definitely have.
So you're just looking for a creature, and like what type of creature?
The
Is it
thing
just
that mod.
She's
saw,
she's
like
able to,
the eyeless, like skull-like.
unless that's just a person that happens to be like.
But I saw like a bunch of them were looking at us. They all look like that.
Could be cult members. They could be people.
Fucking
Cult
Death
members
Eaters
are
up in here.
And so, what is the? Can you say it one more time? I'm sorry. The contents of the spell.
Yeah. Describe or name a creature that's familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location as long as that creature's within 1,000 feet of you. If it's moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn, so long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 feet at least once. If the creature you described or named is in a different form, such as being under the effects of a polymorph spell, the spell does not locate the creature. The spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and that creature.
If that's the case, you said 1,000 feet. Oh.
Within 1,000 feet
Wow.
of me.
That's not that long. That's not that big.
I would wait till we're like in like around where we
So you're
were.
back at in the market.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
assume that we would go like back into the, like right where we were.
Like big throng
Okay.
of people.
Back in this marketplace here, and are you waiting for them to catch up with you, or?
I'll
just
wait
going
till we're all just us three. Like Melody can head back if they want, but as soon as we're back in that big group of people, I would cast it sooner rather than later.
Okay, so you get back into the thick of things in here, and then you cast this spell to locate this creature. You said you found a lot of them last time, but
only one ping shows up, but you do find a ping. There's a figure standing near one of the stalls.
Okay.
And it looks like he's behind it. And he's just kind of hooded up, like face wrapped, like a mummy, and just kind of quietly accepting stuff in his jar while produce is being sold.
I wonder if he's trying to use it to barter. Because you don't know how to speak Malak, do you?
No.
I'll gesture to Maud and nod in the direction of the guy, hoping that you see he looks familiar, and then I'll say to Beckett, like, that's the guy over there, without, like, making it totally
Too
obvious.
Alright. I'll look over to Maud and be like, and basically be like, so, like, do you recognize, like, does he look like the person that bumped into you?
It sure looks a lot like it, but I mean, if you guys were seeing others that look just like, I mean, who knows if that's the exact one.
I will try to stealth.
Ooh.
Like, maybe
I hear
go
you
around
good there.
behind the booths and try to, like, stealth up behind him.
And
see
maybe
if I
we'll
can,
go
like,
look at, like, other things.
see.
So, like, if he's watching us, maybe he won't see him.
Okay. So you stealth behind him here. Okay,
Yeah.
roll stealth for me.
22.
22. Okay. Well over his passive perception. You're at least not noticed by him.
Okay.
Oh,
And I kind of want to just, like, maybe look behind his table or booth and see if, like, I can see some sort of jewel, I guess.
Okay, if you want to make perception as well.
Cool. 12?
12? Just peering about, this guy's selling dried persimmon. If he does have it, it's not on the table.
Okay.
And it's hidden somewhere not visible.
So he's wearing a big robe?
It's like a fully robe, it's like a Jawa. And so you can
Okay.
barely even see his face.
Yeah. He has one for a face.
Okay, I'll go back around and approach from the front. Just like
Okay.
kind of wave at him and be like,
You see this
Hello.
kind of wrinkly hand just raise up and then display the wares.
I'll lean in kind of closer and be like, do you sell anything maybe more exotic than this?
The creature looks up and you can see just barely under this hood these hollow eyes. You just hear it go.
Cool.
I like that.
And displays to you a human heart.
Okay.
Alright.
Turns the sign around. It says 100 on it.
That's badass. First of all, that's pretty sweet. Do you have
Reaches
any?
behind him again. Human liver.
All right. Do you have anything that's not like human parts?
Good cat too.
Very small heart this time. It's probably not human.
Do you have anything that's like maybe like a jewel or a gem of some sort?
As you say this, the figure doesn't react. Just stares at you. And makes this gesture.
I look in the direction that he just looked.
He's looking in the sky as though thinking.
Oh, okay.
You just.
And looks back at you.
Is this okay? So meta-wise, this guy / creature reminds me a lot of what we encountered in the desert that we were getting away from, as well as back at the facility.
The
Something
shadow
like that.
creatures?
And I would.
Like the things we had to make like eye contact with? No.
There was a very important conversation you had with Amba in the desert.
Yes, where he
walking
explained
away.
that. Well, in your notes, you were.
Yeah,
you-
I would say.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
actually-
type of undead that is popular towards the Alginosha desert known as the Bound.
Okay.
There's a very slim chance that occasionally when undead meet each other in the desert, they become like a single being, and
Okay.
they become an organized group, and they can communicate communicate with each other that way.
Okay.
That makes this this retrieval mission very risky.
I think while I'm talking
And for some reason, there are a lot of bound just hiding with the people.
I think while I'm talking with him, I'm like cycling through like the 4 different languages I know just to see if anything like kind of clicks with him.
Make an insight check for me.
That went on 20 and rolled back to 14, which is still fine. It's a 15 total.
Trying to understand clean thinking of this here. It seems that your mention of this has shut him down. He is not open to conversation with you anymore.
Okay.
Despite he wasn't very conversative last time, but he is.
Not even like
He doesn't
engaging.
even look like he's willing to sell you his regular goods anymore.
Okay. I'll walk away and once again try to sneak around behind and see if I could like reach into where he was like pulling stuff out from behind here and see if I can feel
You
like
can make
jump.
a sleight of hand check if you'd like.
Oh,
I
this,
will.
this could go really badly because as soon as this goes south, we're gonna be
I'll like as I'm sneaking back over, I'll like make eye contact with you and be like,
watch me. Very soon.
Okay. 26.
A 26?
Yeah.
Anything specific you're reaching for back here?
I'm trying to see if he does have like that gem on him, like if this is that person.
This is a scene that part of you expected reaching in here, but still weren't
just
mentally
awful.
prepared for. You reach into this bag that is just barely. You're shocked that this otherworldly creature doesn't realize that you're there, but you've done this before.
Yeah.
And you manage to nimble your hand into this pouch, and
Wet.
you just it's like you put your hand through a guy's torso and just started feeling around it. It's wet.
It's the bowl of spaghetti at the Halloween
it's
party.
Like they're like bags of gelatin, just
Great.
all over, just reeling around. You're like, there's nothing could be worth. What's that? Something hard and small.
Like grabbing him.
Another heart.
What do you do from there?
Well, I'll look at it.
You've never seen this item before,
Fair
so
enough.
you don't know what it looks.
You're like,
know if
this
it's,
Does it
looks
look
like
like
a
a gem? Like
it's
thing?
a small little round pearl. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just put it in my pocket and casually just walk out and like walk back around.
Okay.
And then I'll meet back up with them and be like, let's find an alley.
Okay. I will follow to the closest alley.
And then I'll pull it out and be like, is that it?
I mean, it's not like pearl-esque, is it, or is that it?
That's it.
Oh fuck, dude.
What the
Yeah.
How'd you get
I
that?
just saws it up in the airbag.
It falls down a grate.
Jeez.
Goddamn! Thank you. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you like? Did he sell it to you or?
No, I stole it.
Okay. Cool.
Which
I
I
mean, they
mean,
stole it first, so
kind of works out.
Yeah.
I did have to stick my hand in a bunch of awful, which was not great.
A bunch of.
Okay.
awful,
While we have
I
it,
see.
before we
Oh,
lose it again,
Is
can
it,
I
is it awful?
snatch it
I
out
always
of
heard
Maud's
awful.
hand and cast detect magic on it, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, actually, can I do it? I'm gonna do it as a ritual. 10 minutes.
Okay. So you guys sit here and wait.
I
What are
will-
you guys doing during
I
this
will
10
say
minutes?
into the stone as like we get
When
back.
do we get there?
You guys can go at any time.
Oh,
Alright, were you
yeah,
guys
no, I
hanging
was
there this
hoping.
whole time?
No, I was hoping that we were like making our way over there.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, since this whole
I just didn't want to.
matter of events happened pretty quick, you probably, once you guys all reconvene, make your way to the.
Okay, I'd probably like say into the speaking sound like, all right, I took care of it. We got the stuff back. We're in this alleyway, and I'll like try to describe like where the alleyway is.
He's like, there's bricks. Yeah. Concrete.
There doesn't
dust.
seem to be the smell of shit in this alley, which is nice compared to the last alley we all congregated
Is
in.
that why Scope's always dusty? Is he from Mallet?
You know why he's dusty. Unless you probably don't remember.
Is it because he's
'Cause
like
he's
not from Mallet.
It's the void sickness.
Is it because he's
That's what it is.
is it because he's an old vagina?
Good job, Kayla.
Huh?
What's the
Is it because he's
reason?
an old vagina?
That was good. That impressed me.
What's the reason?
Later for that?
It's a
Because
part of
what's
Dylan's
sickness?
campaign.
I know the scope of the character of those campaign. Yeah.
I'll explain it.
Okay.
To you. Well, let's.
We don't have to do it right now. It's okay.
Yeah, like it's a whole. Like I have so much
It's a whole thing.
shit.
could also tell us in character later down the road if we ever meet.
He has
Phil.
an alley.
This reminds me
full
of the
shit.
time I got void sickness. Let me
Oh,
explain to you
what
what
was that
means.
like?
Yeah. So I was traveling through the void and
Made me feel very dusty.
I was very
Alright.
sick.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
Let's get
detect magic.
Okay, so detect magic already. And this is the thing. It's a feeling you've never gotten before while using the spell on something. You both simultaneously detect no magic at all and detect something wildly overpowered. Like, it's almost as if it's like this magic is a different language from your magic.
And this came out of a Galdo?
Sire,
Yes, Silence.
she's retrieved our friend.
So, what do you mean by friend?
Our friend from our fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Someone like me is within the crystal.
that's right. Have we, so in, like, my, like, while I'm sleeping, like, at times I have gone to, Sanctuary's room, have we, have I met this particular being, or do I register that that's what it is?
In passing, you might have seen a huge hulking suit of armor.
Yes, okay, cool.
Are there only 7 words?
What?
Are there 7 words?
7 billion? What? Where did you get
Okay.
7 from?
Because on my list is 7.
Maybe that you've met.
Okay.
There's way more
Well,
than 7.
I'm just wondering because here's what I have written down: consequence, pain, stasis, silence, sanctuary, depth, some weird night. But I don't know if the night is one of the ones we've already.
I mean, that would have. You met that one through a Galdo, though. That is technically one that you've met.
But that's not. But the night is not one that.
That's him. You haven't named that one. You don't know.
Okay,
you don't know
that's what
anything about
that's what I wanted to know.
Yep, that's it though. That's the night.
I'll ask Silence, what can you,
And he's
what,
seen it because
Some
it's been in his
weird
pocket
night.
this whole fucking time. Is that why?
well, I'd seen it before, wait,
Was it before or after the terminal fight?
no, that would have been after,
That's
yeah.
nuts.
What?
because I don't recall ever seeing a suit of armor before the terminal fight.
No, that was the first time you encountered it.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Although the creature did show up multiple times in Indy's dreams,
Yeah.
Right,
you
yeah,
just would never have known that.
yeah. Okay, so I'll ask Silence, what can you tell me about this friend?
Indomination. Fortitude. The grasp of the unmoving.
So,
A very stubborn friend of ours. Very stubborn.
so is there a way that this friend can be of assistance to us in his current state?
Well, as a remnant of a Galdo, no. We would need another casing.
So another conduit, kind of like I have for you.
Put it in your arm.
In theory, that would be possible. Although I don't,
In the princess.
in my knowledge, have any recollection of there ever being a history of a Galdo with 2 hordes inside. I don't know what that would mean for me. If it's safe for you. If it's even possible to begin with.
Is the meta-wise, is the Galdo, is that like what is the Galdo, I guess? Like,
Galdos are the swords that they make on Jonas that are able to possess these entities in them.
right, okay.
It's
Like
that
what?
is what your
Yes, exactly.
your monolith there is a Galdo.
Gotcha. Okay.
That knife that Cloudman had turned to katana is a Galdo.
Yeah.
The freaking bracelet that Terminal will have is a Galdo.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. It's been a while since that.
No,
fight,
it's been
so-
a long time. I don't blame you. I don't
Yeah,
blame you.
and this gem came from Terminal's bracelet.
Yeah, he managed to
Broken.
destroy it and he stole the gem after the fight, and that's when Amba whisked him away.
Good fucking job.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean,
Glad this is finally getting touched upon, by the way. Jesus Christ.
It sounds like right now I don't really have any way of utilizing possibility. I would have to find another doll though. So
Could it not just like, would it not fit in like your cartridge slot?
I don't think so. I mean, it's
You just,
made
like,
for a
jam
specific
it.
it's like you can't put a Game Boy cartridge inside your Switch.
I bet
But
you
we could, in theory, find someone to make a sword or something.
The person that you
Yeah,
just
or
left.
maybe find somebody who could like create a custom cartridge that would fit, but also be able to accommodate the
Although
gym.
What a task for that guy to do.
Right.
Oh,
before
here's a,
Melody and Oma get here,
Are there any
maybe
jewelers
we
around?
discuss
Oh.
if
this crystal contains the soul of an anti-being that disresonates with all of
Yeah.
mankind.
Do you
And
have anything
I'm
that
holding my
fit?
hand, and it only reacts to a certain type of weapon. Can you make that happen?
before Melody and Oma get here,
I
we
have
need to
a cell phone I
decide
can
if
trade.
we want to show Oma this, because if this came from one of his friends, he might not be too happy if you still have it.
I definitely want to ask Aramel about it, but no, I have no intention of letting Abba know that we have
Alright.
this.
I will hand it back to Mom.
Make a history check,
I
Mog.
will eat it.
That
So
would,
it can't be
that
sold.
would stay for a
No,
while.
I will-
History, no, or an intelligence check.
Okay.
Put it up your butthole.
Put in your ass.
That is a temporary solution.
If anything, I'm putting it in my vagina. That's the first place they look.
Damn. All right. So you said intelligence or history?
Either one, it should be the same. For
It
you.
would be the same. That's gonna be a. Let me double check my intelligence, but I'm pretty sure it's
You
minus
can
one.
do intelligence or intelligence.
I'm good at both of those.
So many options.
Yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be 12.
Was it 12?
Yeah.
If you know anybody that witnessed the entirety of that fight with you, Cloud Man and Terminal, it was Ava.
Yeah.
Witnessed the entirety of it.
Well, yeah, because he was up in the rafters, just expecting.
So there's a chance he probably saw you break and steal his piece. You might already know.
Right.
Fair enough.
But it doesn't seem to be on his checklist at the moment.
Then let's try to keep it that way for now.
Yeah, let's keep it on the down low that
There's
Sure,
other
you wanna
things,
hang on to
things
it?
at the top of his mind
I
right
can
now.
put it in my belly button.
What? No.
Just friggin'
What
the
I
muffin
know
top.
you're talking about your bag, but I just imagine it was like,
Just hide shit. I don't know.
What?
dude, Ember has such a deep innie. I've never seen a belly button that deep. It like goes all the way to her back.
Ew.
Christ.
That would be so funny. She has it open and someone
I
just
was like, this
reaches
doesn't
their
make
whole
sense.
ass
I
arm.
should be through you by now.
What is happening?
My next
Whoa, I can't breathe in here.
I'm fully
I
inside
pull
of
a
her.
rabbit out.
Is that a button?
Where are your hands?
I think we destroyed that.
We just
No, you didn't destroy the button. Hostile gave it to you.
We have it turned off on the bottom.
We've
Okay,
literally
on
just
switch.
There's no such thing. That's not how TW works.
It's just floating around.
If anything, he took that off.
We literally just invented.
It came
Off the
back.
off button.
It came back from the counter, and he's like, "This doesn't need an off button."
This
fucking
Celestia's
would.
like, okay, that's a weird request.
He fucking would. Yeah, do you want to hang on to it, or I could put it?
Why don't you put it in the belly button? Yeah. Cool. The idea of like
Oh,
having a
my
belly
pouch.
button that you could like an organic belly button that is like a bag of holding is very
Just-
disturbing.
It's a zipper. It's like a C.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that like
Acquired this
the idea of like
years ago.
I love it.
Then we're just discovering how odd it is.
no, but I'm just saying like
Fun.
what if like there was a character who actually like had a bag of holding built into their body and you
Yeah.
access it through their actual belly button.
Merrick
A
and
construct.
Melody will be meeting up at this time. You see Merrick walk up without his right arm.
Ah!
What happened while you guys were gone?
It's crazy. That guy was so hungry.
No,
Oh, was it a mimic?
no, he's
No, they eat non.
he hasn't
very
he,
Not just open their chest randomly. But
he has an artificial arm just like I do. I've talked to you about it before.
Oh.
it is, well, you gleam on well.
I'm pretty sure actually I had this conversation with him previously.
This is a reveal.
Really?
No.
Okay, because I
You
thought I
guys-
already knew this.
It was kind of assumed that this was like an attack, like a gauntlet that was put on. He didn't know that this was his arm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I was like. Holy shit, he's like, you mod.
No, it was imperative to me that no one else got the opportunity to use this device, so I made it impossible. Only works for me.
All right.
Fair enough.
That's one way to do it.
Well, we took care of our business, so
Yeah.
I got rice.
Okay, but
I
look.
have not finished my business. I still get to go back. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, we'll go
no,
back
we're
to
going
So you
back.
got the rice?
No.
Oh yeah, everyone will love that.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some. No, I'm going to go get some meat from this depository. That sounds amazing.
yeah, you go get a suppository. I'm gonna tell
Wait.
you that.
Are you getting me
No, no,
from, don't get me from over here.
Giant children.
Don't get me from over here.
You,
No,
you used to
so
laugh.
smooth.
You used to laugh at that.
That was so good. I'm sorry.
Spent a lot of time with
That
Andrew.
was so good.
Yeah, you should appreciate that. That was
All right. So our current plan.
Such a good one.
Yeah, you can go get your meat. I want to tell them about the radio.
I'm not leaving you alone.
Oh my
No,
gosh,
she's
you
not
wanna spend time
alone.
with me?
Yeah, it is pretty hard. I'm just not going to let you escape. All right, what is up? I'll do the la la
She's
la.
not alone.
La la la.
The radio.
Well,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
Oh, I
Wait
know
for 1
what
second.
to do.
Wait for 1 second. Omba sucks.
I was
Oh,
doing
did you
this
throw your
joke and not-
voice?
No, I thought I was checking to see if he actually was like.
No, he's looking right at you.
He's like, I can read lips.
He's like, I'm trying to be mature. That's cool.
Okay, no, I
Yeah, sure.
got a new screw, and I found out. Okay, I turned the radio on, and it's got a malleable signal inside.
Fuck yeah.
And this is static grabber.
But how did that survive?
Bro, I don't know
I can
But-
probably tell you why.
why.
Well, that device was made to be an optimized version of the superconverter. It was the extent of my research there. I created the device in order to harness the negative effects of the converter.
You're talking about the radio?
No, I'm talking about my arm.
Oh, you
Oh.
are. Okay.
My arm utilizes everything that the converter failed at into a success.
Okay, so you got the radio from him.
But why were they signals? But what I do not understand is why a signal would show up in your box.
Mm-hmm.
You would need,
But this was your box.
She got that from you.
so my arm is generating it then.
All I know
That must be where.
is that I would always walk over to you and you were listening to it, you would turn it off. Every time you would turn it off. And then you left and left it behind. And I noticed it was just static. I assumed you later on that you were listening to Match's broadcast through it. Is it possible to just have communication through one of these signals?
It'd be a lot easier if I remembered this happening, but
I just mean hypothetically.
I don't remember anything about this radio.
Okay, but
The fact that it exists right now is blowing my mind.
Okay, well, open your imagination.
I'm trying.
Hypothetically,
I thought I had, honestly, this whole time I was under the assumption that, well, my power sent the information that I use it from back to the superconverter. But after it was disabled, I was still able to do so. I've been drumming on this for a while. This is honestly a great revelation for me.
I have a question. Did he have that arm before he left?
I'm assuming no.
Hmm?
I didn't notice that he had a missing arm before.
He had his arm. Well, he had both his arms when you were hanging out.
Yeah, so no. So
That's so fucking weird.
Mhm.
He just happens to have an arm that controls the thing that he left before
Mhm.
he got the arm.
Well, what I'm wondering, I don't think that it's controlling it.
But it's able to access it.
Right.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's all.
That could be considered.
I think that the radio.
I don't think it's just a coincidence.
I think that this malleable signal.
Damn guy.
Well, there is a possibility that I
Doesn't
finish the
faze me.
product and then remove
Shut
my
up,
arm.
Dad.
Yes.
I
mean,
didn't
but
just
you-
cut my arm off and then work on it.
Well, I mean,
forever.
yeah, you weren't really like tinkering with shit.
So-
Wasn't aware. Like,
I'm coming into this not knowing much.
well, you
what
and him are on the
is-
same level.
What is the last thing? Like, what's your earliest memory?
I don't know. I was taking a shit once when I was a child.
Playing
What,
Match?
how far
So-
back do you want me to go?
Well, I just
he
mean
doesn't-
like,
I think he doesn't remember anything.
I
about
remember
Is there-
everything.
is there just
Except
like
for
what I
me.
don't.
Except for
is there just like a period of
My
time
match.
that you don't remember?
There's a time congruency that does not match up.
maybe your A man.
According to her, we were best friends while I hung out in Pelgrass. While in my memories, I went to Pelgrass and spent my time alone.
What
Until
if I-
eventually I met into the Lantern and he mentored me.
What if
Taught
I'm
me
just a
the-
pathetic person
Ways of
and like make
the converter
Could
and
that-
how to utilize it.
Could that be two different times of pale grass?
just a stalker?
What other type of Pelgrass would there be?
No, like I mean like two different time periods in pale grass.
It very well could
Like,
be. At
could you
this
have
point,
been
I'm
in their
There's
researching?
one that's just missing.
at very much. I'm fully convinced there is a part of me that is not where it should be. There's very much proof of that. I just don't know what to do about it. That won't currently compromise me.
So, here's my question. Well, here's my thought. You can't remember stuff. We couldn't remember stuff until we destroyed our avatars in the avatar storage.
And
Yes, that
and,
was-
and I know.
Is that
So if
a
mine is
possibility if your avatar is in this malleable signal? If we destroy your avatar in
I
there,
get my memories back.
Well,
get your
I-
memories back
Maybe.
without potentially losing your abilities.
No, but he's scared if he gets his ooey gooey feelings back from me that he's not going to be a good soldier anymore.
Or it might
that is
break
not what I'm
whatever.
convinced of. It might convince me to stop.
All I know, I mean, okay, but here's the thing. We can go in there, we can interact with them. You don't have to make out with your previous self.
But how
Or
can I
kill
trust?
them.
But how can I trust you? How do I know you are simply not going to pull the trigger?
I mean, I guess you don't.
You're the one who brought us here.
But
But then I go in by myself. Then
I can also go with you. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't given you any reason not to trust me.
I don't think any of us have.
none of the us.
I mean,
At this
you and I
point,
together destroyed that thing, so you know for a fact that I can pull the trigger when I need to. I can not when I need to.
okay, this should be convincing enough. Because if I go in and pull the trigger, yes, you might remember me, but you still will probably hate me.
Did we not have a good parting? Why would I hate you?
Because if you want to be the soldier and if you aren't consenting to me giving you your memories back, then you're still gonna know that. And you're still gonna be mad.
Like if the part that's missing is
Well,
upset.
unless the
No,
part
no,
that
no, no. If the part that's here,
unless the part that is
Amba.
missing.
Amba bit, the Amba bit, not the Merrick bit that was my friend, the Amba bit is gonna be like, what the fuck? I just
Yeah.
told you not to do that. And it's not guaranteed that the Merrick bit that was my friend is gonna overshadow that bit.
But that is the risk you're trying to risk.
No, no matter what, we need to fucking talk to Match. He asked me to find him, and I'm pretty confident he's in his little baby avatar storage.
What?
Is it
Yeah, they all come out. They're like, hello, it's bedtime.
Walk and talk.
Okay.
I should be done charging by now.
Let's go.
Alright.
You guys.
Oh, by the way, I played a really sick tune on the automaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a free screw.
You guys
Oh,
filter your
Hell
way.
yeah.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
You playing Wonderwall?
No, I played him something that made him think about his grandma.
Then you screwed?
Yeah.
As you guys filter back into this station, this tented workshop where this hobgoblin is polishing off the edges of this pristine helmet here. Looks over, he's like, Amba! You came just in nick of time. I have perfected and added flourish to design. You see now that there is breathability to reduce sweat and increase airflow. I am nothing but genius, I tell you. Places it down. Oh, and that might be done. I do not know, understand. And he's like, the amount of charge it has should be fine as long as there is enough to warp a couple times. I should be able to get the alternator back up and running. This is the key to my success, though. Amba walks over, attaches his arm. These
cords attach into these open like metal pores that are kind of jutting out of the stump that's there and kind of link into place. He does this twist figure on here, and this cover kind of pulls up over his elbow part here is to cover the part where it's injecting into the nerves. You see him pull his gloved hand, and it begins to move once again. He looks at the way at the subwoofers on his arm. You just hear a he pulls the one at the far left. Cube of light appears on his hand.
Oh shit.
And as he does this, he goes, almost forgot. He pulls over his forearm, and this small little display screen flips up on the opposite end of it here. What?
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command.
It's just a sticker.
Can I prepare something for his afraid?
What?
I want to prepare if it seems like he's about to like warp. I want to prepare to like grab him.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
I'm afraid he's gonna just warp away.
He does some typing on the screen here. And flips it over, and he goes to the one on the far right and turns it as far as he can. You just hear this deep hum. And you see the black of his helmet go from that to just filled with this white noise static. Let's see. Back to myself. He begins levitating off the ground.
Ugh, what a fucking weirdo.
What the hell?
As a pair of almost invisible, translucent wings
What the fuck?
seem to lower him off the ground. They're one there for now.
Ugh, what the hell?
What a cool guy.
Pretty cool.
What a cool guy.
What a silly goofy boy.
Who's never done anything wrong.
Well, thank you guys
Yeah.
for meeting after such a time. It's been a second, I know. I'm sorry.
It's been when was our last?
Are